It's just whatever.
That's why fireball's better, right?
Yep.
I see.
Fireball, cloud kill. There's a bunch of stuff that is better, just because of how it can wrap around spaces and the amount of area it can cover.
All right, we'll get started now. Our course is late, I presume, and his character can jump in if or when he arrives. But we shall wait no further. Last session, you guys continued exploring the first level of Undermountain. You discovered there were more Xanathar Guild outposts, as well as dangerous shadows lurking in mirrors. You came across a cursed longsword that glows, and were confronted by vampires that tried to beckon you, if you could use that word, to pay a toll for passage through this area. One such vampire, quote unquote, led you guys northward, where you came to this ancient dwarven throne room. You guys met a woman there who was very aggressive, and she demanded that you leave her residence at once. When you refused or tried to talk to her, she broke out in a violent outburst and got her flesh golem Frank onto you guys. You wiped the entire group of bandits out there, as they were actors that had basically failed in acting life up in Waterdeep. So they took to the first level Undermountain, where they made their house and home, and they make a living now through a bit of a racketeering scheme. They pose as vampires and threaten adventurers to pay a fee for access through this first level. And we ended the session with you confronting one such vampire who said, he told you the story, how they were failed actors and it's the only source of income they have. And he tried to sort of get you all to sympathize with him. And now he's promised to take you guys to Octal, his leader. Come then. He still puts on, he did sort of drop his fake vampire accent, but you can imagine that he probably enjoys pretending to be a vampire, so he keeps up the accent a little bit. This way. Follow me.
I'm going to use prestidigitation to like make his shadow disappear.
Right. He looks down at the where the shadow was, and there's just a stone floor there. And then he waves a finger at you, Nox. You. I like you. We could use someone with your talents. Have you ever considered giving up the adventure life?
I do not think you could afford me.
Come then. And he takes you through the room of the statues. There is a 10-foot wide hallway. Wooden doors set into the north and south wall. Lanterns hanging from the walls illuminating the passage. And he pushes on the door to the north. He moves through a 10-foot long passage and pushes open another door. You hear the sound of carousing. There are more of these vampires sitting around a table, stacks of coins piled up, playing cards and dice. And they immediately and abruptly turn to face you all. They all stand up, ready to draw their weapons. Octal. Octal. These adventurers, they are kind of not so keen to pay the toll. And you see Octal. He is also dressed like a vampire, quite slick. He looks to be quite young, but he is wearing a thick cake of makeup. He has vampire claws on, porcelain teeth to match. What is the meaning of this? If you want passage in here, Octal stands up. Then you must pay our fee, or we will suck all of your bloods.
First and foremost, stop, please. You're not really vampires. We get it. I mean, like, I'm into fetishes too. You know, whatever kink you have, it's good. I praise it. But please stop.
Drop the act.
He looks around at all of you. You have failed us, Traverd. Why would you bring them here? They threatened me, master.
We killed the one with the fleshy golem thing. Yeah, she did. We
killed your
took care of
ex-girlfriend.
her.
Did you hear that? The bitch is dead. And some of the vampires / bandits, they seem to join in on the revelry. Ah, whom shall I shake their hand? Who is the one who delivered the finishing blow? You have done me a favor. You know what?
Good point, scamp.
You don't need to pay the fee. You've made my day. And he pushes past you, Pavel, and he yells to one of the other bandits. In fact, the one that brung you guys here. Traverd, go and tell the others. This is a joyous occasion. We must eat. We must drink. And Traverd goes to push past Scamp. And Octal holds out his clawed hand towards you, Scamp. Don't worry, I do not bite, as he flashes his porcelain vampire teeth.
I'll shake his hand.
Ah, thank you, thank you. If only I could have seen the look on her face when you drove your weapon into her. We were not getting along so well. It was coming to her.
Did you know that she had a thing made of parts of people?
A thing what?
The golem.
What is this golem you speak of? Forgive
Thing
me.
called Frank.
I guess there's no point acting anymore. I'll use my real voice. By the way, name's Octal Crannock, and I'm the leader of the Undertakers. This Frank thing, can you describe it to me?
I can do
7
one
foot.
better, and I'll
Yeah.
do a minor illusion to show him.
That's hideous. Truly
Oh, it's what
hideous.
happens when you put parts of people together that do not belong.
Can I
shake.
insight check to see if he's lying about not knowing what it was?
Sure. Sort of shakes his head at the side of it as well. He
Scamp with the
seems,
amazing insight.
he does seem genuinely surprised and equally disgusted. This golem. She must have put it together somehow. There are many who have fallen to the spiders. I mean, I'm all for recycling, but this is an abomination.
You said spiders? There are spiders?
Yes, we have been having much trouble with spiders. We've managed to hold our ground, but I've been preoccupied. Ever since Harrier and I split, the Undertakers have been divided. Such tension has risen, it was only a matter of time before one of us was going to bite the dust. She is responsible for the failure of the Undertakers. She is responsible for my failure as a leader.
Well, to put things in perspective, no one should be to blame except for yourself. But I digress. The problem is now null and void. You can proceed business as usual, and we can be on our merry way.
You don't know anything about me. It's her fault.
Well, I'm just saying in general. You know, people typically try to place blame where it doesn't belong. instead of accounting for themselves.
Are you calling me a liar?
A simpleton, maybe, but not a liar, no.
I'll not stand for
Possibly
this
need-
insolence. While I will grant you passage through the first level, I'll not stand here and be spoken to in such a manner. You may leave now.
You were saying something about food and drink?
Can I have some?
Not for you, Tubby.
Really? Well, I could just help myself then.
The other
Yeah,
bandits
Journey.
sort of step towards you. You can see that their hands are only a short way from the handles of their short swords or scimitars or daggers.
Can you kind of describe this room? Like, what is this here that I'm seeing?
It's a basin. So in the room there is a bed, a nice canopied bed, neatly made. There is a table, some chairs, the coins, cards stacked up on it. There is a fresco on the northern wall. It depicts a rugged mountain. You would liken it to Undermountain. And it has all of these tiny sculpted figures of dwarves. And at the base of it, there is a tub, like a bathtub. As you try to step forward, Pavel, Octal steps in front of you and blocks your passage. The exit is that way, and he points to the door.
But I want to go see a tub.
I'm not going to ask you again. And more bandits start sort of moving in. Some of them look like they've just woken up. They all wear light armor, and they all carry weapons, sheathed.
Come along. They do not want to play. Besides, I do not need to know what the sound of vampire makes when they go crack.
You should be a comedian. Hilarious.
Oh, your counterparts thought so as well. Now they're painting the walls of these said tunnels.
And you've done me a favor, and that's why I'm giving you free passage. But I'll not sit and eat and drink with you. Now get out.
Well, it's
Let's-
not like you could have made us pay anyway, but okay.
You're a
Is there a drum-
funny man.
I am, actually.
Look at this situation. We outnumber you 2-1. Careful.
You did last time, too.
Oh,
Roll it.
that's funny.
He
I don't
thinks he can
remember.
win. It's kind of funny.
I don't remember ever facing you in combat. Allow me to show you to the door. This way. And he starts moving out.
Excuse me, pardon me, good sirs. Excuse me. Sorry.
Is there
thank
a
you.
drumstick within reach on the table or anything? Like a drumstick or a flagon, anything?
There
Just snag on
are
the way
just snacks, like some peanuts and whatnot.
I'll stick my sweatiest, dirtiest hand in their bowl of peanuts and take a big handful and give them a big wink.
One of them just glares at you, but they don't do anything. But they all follow you guys, and they pan out into this room with the statues.
I really, really wanted to fight those guys.
And Octal sort of holds his arm out, like gesturing to this door.
Okay, but what happens if you want to explore the rest of this area, except your little area over there?
He just keeps his arm held out. There is the exit.
But I want to keep exploring this part.
No, Pavel, it's okay. We can move along. We have things we can do.
Well, good luck with the spiders with your reduced numbers. See you later.
Okay. Okay, Nox.
And Nox is kind of bowed half, his arm gestured to the rest of the group, waiting for everybody to pass.
I'm gonna get around the corner and I'll stop. I'm not gonna go any further than that.
As Scam moves out of the room, I'm gonna take 2 steps, and as I'm doing, I'm gonna cast prestidigitation so he shits his pants.
All right. As you do that, I don't think you can actually make him shit his pants, but
I can make it smell like he shit his pants.
all right. He sort of his nose scrunches up. What is that smell? Hey, wait! One more thing. We could use your equipment, and they all draw their weapons and attack.
Oh, well, that was stupid of them.
Oh, goody!
They want to turn into experience points. Good for them.
You're up
Oh,
first,
God.
Scamp. Well, you get experience points whether you kill them or not.
I get experience points for.
Well,
You guys happen to have provoked them.
They provoked me.
I was merely playing to my character.
that's brilliant.
He's just kind of an asshole.
I'm gonna throw a moonbeam down right here.
Oh,
Yeah, you are.
sure. I was gonna say don't waste those spell
up
slot on
one.
these guys, but
I don't know.
no. Do you?
I'm
Scamp,
afraid
do
one
you?
of them's actually a vampire. Up one more. Sorry.
Okay. Alright, there's just a vault of pure radiant energy now just flowing down onto him.
I'm gonna move here and call it good.
Alright, this is one of these uncanny looking vampires. And he's not armed. He just rushes at you with like a fly kick. Wah! And he misses. Sort of sweeps his leg along the ground and comes up with a roundhouse kick at you, Nox. And he hits you for 9 bludgeoning damage. Alright, this guy is also a martial artist. Moves around the moonbeam, interposing himself between you and Octal, and he grabs you, Nox, and just slams your head into the wall for 8 bludgeoning damage.
Would he have moved through the moonbeam?
Nope, he did not. He did not move
Okay,
through the
just check.
moonbeam. And he goes to hit you again, but misses. Alright. Some of these guys draw light crossbows and some of them draw scimitars. This one moves around the statue, draws a light crossbow and fires at Nox. Miss. He moves a little bit more. Nox.
I'm going to. Ooh, what to do first? What to do first? So many things. I will cast. Fuck it. I'm gonna cast another shatter right here. So it hits all 3 of those guys.
Okay. It'll hit.
I thought you had a spell called
second.
fuck it.
It'll hit. Actually hit 4 if you put it.
At 3rd level because I have no 2nd levels left.
Okay. Yeah, you'll hit 4 of them there, Nox.
I think we should.
I'm okay with
Shatter.
that.
We should rename Shatter. Fuck it.
All right. You just hear a bang, really loud, an explosion in the air for 20 points of thunder damage, DC 15.
Boom.
They're all just thrown apart. Their clothes ripped, vicious wounds. Their backs are ripped out. Their bones are broken, and they just are flung away from the central point of the shatter.
And at that point, with my hand still slightly outstretched, with the fist closed from casting the spell, I'm going to turn to one of them and be like, no toque nada, and burn a sorcery point to shocking grasp him. The one north of me.
Okay, that hits. All right, you grab him. There's an explosion of lightning for 9 damage.
And I will then try and get away. I know I'll get one attack of opportunity. But...
Alright. He's gonna just try and headbutt you. And
Ooh.
8 bludgeoning
Alright.
damage.
Damn.
Alright, Trevor looks around and just sees like 4 of his companions instantly killed. And he draws a scimitar and you can see his arm shaking. It didn't have to come to this! It did not have to come to this! And he runs at you, Nox. He swings and misses. Pavel.
Okay, two-handing the sword. I'm gonna slash this guy next to Nox. Wait. Yeah, might as well. Boop.
That hits.
Knocking him out.
Alright,
Oh,
you
okay, never mind.
you hit him for 10 slashing damage.
I love that you renamed the sword Cookie Jar.
Well, yeah, I put it in the chat that like got my hand stuck in a cookie jar. I'm like, yeah, might as well call it cookie jar. 5, still in attack range 10, and I'm gonna slash this guy over here. Actually, no. Wait.
Which one?
Yeah. Well, no, I was gonna slash this guy, but like, it's better. I gotta keep my focus mindset of one enemy at a time, so I'm just gonna knock him out if I can. If
Okay.
the other, if I hit. Oh wow.
That's a crit.
I-
Alright, with the flat of the blade, you just crack him in the head and he falls unconscious to the ground.
Cool.
Trevor is unconscious.
Roland.
Oh, Trevor, you should have picked a better life for yourself. I'm gonna look at Erstal. Oh, you seem to be standing in the same thing that killed your partner. Vicious mockery.
Alrighty.
Cutting words.
He fails, taking 7 psychic
Ooh.
damage.
Ooh, buddy.
And then that's I'm gonna kind of get out of the way for Brew, and that's my turn.
Alright. That's a con save for Octal. He resists. He takes 6 radiant damage and he lets out like a bit of a shriek. Kill them! Kill them all! This is the gods punishing you all for your insolence! And then he like just runs away.
He's
He's a really bad leader.
He turned very white.
I was gonna say, where did the religiousness come from? Jesus.
He dashes. Some of these other vampires, they look a little bit confused. We've got this right, Octal! Steps forward and fires a crossbow at Pavel. The bolt hits you for 2 piercing damage. And then he just steps to the side a little bit. Ends his turn there. Brew.
Alright, I gotta see what's going on here. So first I'll move up here.
Octal's probably up here somewhere. Like, we can't see him, but he's like, he ran, so.
Yeah, well, we can't have that. And really, that just makes me angry. So I'll go ahead and bonus action a rage. And I've moved 15 feet. So I'll smack this guy right here in the face with my shield.
This one?
Yeah. Oh yeah, I didn't ping. I just hovered over it. Sorry.
Alright.
That's the equivalent of like talking on the phone and like nodding.
It happens all the time. Alright, a 13 misses.
Oh crap! I should have done my thing. Well, I'm gonna chase up after. Well, okay, I'll swing again at this dude, just because I've already swung. And this time, I'll do it recklessly.
Okay.
Didn't need to.
It's a crit.
Whoa.
Woo!
Crits on barbs are amazing. Should be.
22 points of damage. Your shield glows and you face check him for 22 points of damage. There's like a little splatter of blood mixed with radiant energy as you just clock him square in the nose.
Nice. I'm not sure if my radiant should that dice have been doubled as well. I don't think I've got that macro set right.
Yep, it's damage dice. If it's d6, then it should be doubled. If it's a dice roll.
Okay.
It is because if you hover over your
Yeah, it gets doubled. It's part of the weapon damage.
Okay, so it's proper.
Yep, that's
Set up
right.
in there. Okay, cool. All right, then I'm going to. I still got 25 movement points left. I can move through Pavel's space. Yeah.
Yep, it costs you an extra 5.
Okay, so 10 there. I'm at 25. 30. I better go around that there. 35 and 40. So I'll go ahead and provoke from the dude who I didn't hit.
They already used their reactions, both of them.
Oh, right. So it doesn't even matter. Okay, then I'll just run up there, and that'll be it.
Scamp.
I'm gonna move my moonbeam down one as my action.
Okay.
And then bonus action, I will use 2 of my Fey energy dice on Noct.
You are too kind, madam. Too kind.
7 hit points plus 2 temporary hit points.
Alrighty, this martial artist vampire, he does a combo on you, Pavel. First attack,
Yes.
it hits for 5 bludgeoning damage. Second attack, hits for 8 bludgeoning damage.
Jeez.
He interposes himself here. The other bandit takes damage from Moonbeam. He takes 15 radiant damage. Halved. 7 points of radiant damage. Alright, he moves down here. He gets out of range of the Moonbeam. And he does a combo on you, Pavel. First attack. Miss. And his second attack misses you. He just ends his turn there. This guy starts backing into the corridor. And he lets loose a bolt at Brew before he does. 15 misses, and then he retreats further into the corridor. Nox.
The guy in front of me, I'm going to firebolt.
A 12 misses.
Just out of curiosity, if I step to here, does that put me in his combat range? Like in the sense of like because of where the wall is, or
Yeah, you'll be in his tight range. There's cover from the wall, but you're within 5 feet of him.
Fuck. Move up to there.
All right, Travert is unconscious. Pavel.
I'm gonna hit this guy. Well, first of all, actually, before that, I'm gonna use bonus action a second wind to heal myself. Did it add up? No, it did not add up. Nope. Hold up.
Oh, that gif.
Sometimes it doesn't work, man. Sometimes I roll ones. It sucks. And I'm gonna attack the most injured martial artist with my longsword.
That hits
Okie dokie. Oh,
for 4 slashing.
I slice him again.
That hits for 6.
Damn you! Why won't you die?
Rolling.
So first, I'm gonna. I'll do a bonus action. Mantle of Inspiration. To give everybody temp HP back if they have lost it by this point. So 8 temp hit points, and movement if you so desire.
Perfect. Is that a full movement?
It's a full movement. It takes your reaction, but it's a movement, yeah.
I am game for that.
Then I'll say to the remaining bandits that I can see, your leader has fled. He is a coward, and unless you want to end up like your friends over there, I suggest that you stand down.
You want to try intimidation?
Intimidate him.
Go for it.
I'm not exactly proficient, but we'll see what happens.
A 14 causes them to look around, but not back down. They do sort of try to confer with each other, but they're not going to back down.
Okay, it was worth a shot. I'm assuming that took my action.
Yep, it's an action.
Okay. All right. That's it.
You see Octal running ahead, Brew, and he looks over his shoulder. Oh no. He keeps running away as fast as he can. And then you hear like the sound of sliding stone.
What?
Ooh?
Hmm?
Through the corridor to the north.
I see him.
This guy runs up to you, Brew. He draws a scimitar and he slashes at you. Ah! And he slashes you for 1 point of damage.
I do laugh at him.
Try and run from me, coward! Brew.
Yeah, well, I'll go ahead, obviously, and smash my shield in his face with all of my rage.
That hits. You, as your shield glows, you just hit him in the face. You, like, hear bones crunch, and you hit him so hard it, like, snaps his neck. And his face is burnt away from the radiant energy.
Oh god.
It's just like this bubbling red liquid on his face, dripping down to the floor.
It's brutal.
You honor Tempest with your death. And I'll run up into this corridor here, see if with all of my wisdom and insight I can figure out what might have just happened. Well, I guess I've used my action, so I'll just stop here. Oh wait, I still got another 5 feet. I see something.
All right.
I still see him.
You see a gap in the wall here, Brew, and Octal standing there looks like he's opened a secret door, shifted the stone aside, and he's getting ready to shift it back.
and ran out of movement points right in the middle of his shifting. Well, that's convenient.
Scamp.
Is it possible to move the moonbeam down so that it's like half in this wall so that it leaves the top 2 squares open for people to run by?
Like that?
No, so it's on these 2, but not the 2 up above. It's like down 1 more potentially.
Not without killing our friend Trevor.
I mean,
should be able to. Yep. You can do that. It won't affect these squares here, obviously, but it'll affect the 2 squares exactly where they are.
that's what I will do then.
Nice.
These guys are getting melted by the moonbeam. The first bandit takes 16 radiant damage as he just tries to hold up his hands and shield himself from it. He will actually shove Pavel. Pavel, make an athletics or acrobatics check.
Beauty.
He tries to grab onto you and like put you into some sort of suplex and throw you back, and you just squirm your way out of it. He then runs away.
Curses. Fundamental action wasn't used.
Alright, you hear a ghastly moan. And the moonbeam, the cylinder is just intense. And it seems like it's melting his skin away. His skin starts to bubble and turn grey. You realize it's not just his skin being melted away, but he actually transforms. And
Doppelgangers abound.
you see a doppelganger fall to the ground as it turns back into its natural form.
I'm doing good for the Emerald Enclave.
One guy flees. You see him disappear down this corridor. Nox.
That's 10. That's my movement. Oh, hello. I can see you now. I care more about the other guy. So I'm just going to use my action to sprint after Brew. Not because I fear that he can't handle himself, but more so, you know, just...
He's up here. He's up here.
Pavel.
As I see the guy run away, Pavel says, "Oh, no, you don't," and starts running after him. 5, 10. And he's gonna slash at him.
As you look around here, you can see someone's stacked up a big pile of crockery against this wall here. Plates and mugs just piled high.
Oh no.
An 8 misses. 22 hits.
Big money.
You slash him for 6 damage. Rolling.
15. Okay, it's kind of a drive-by mockery. I'll yell at him. Oh, it looks like you're a coward too.
Drive-by
What do you
mockery.
think?
Alright.
I will never get tired of that gif.
And I'll continue running after where I see Nox and Brew going.
Alright.
And that's my turn.
Bandit is hit for 5 psychic damage, and Brew, you just hear the stone slide back into place as Octal grabs the wall and shifts it back.
Alright.
Brew.
Well, I'm gonna run right up to where that wall was and try to push it open myself.
Alrighty. Make me a perception check to try and find the seam in the wall. It's completely seamless. Don't know where to grab onto. And you are stumped. You can't see a seam in the wall to grab onto and slide it.
Can I just like push real hard on the wall?
Alright, you push on the wall as hard as you can and it's not moving.
I try to headbutt the wall.
You've used your action and interact with object already now.
Do I have bonus action headbutt wall?
Tavern
He's
policy.
keeping his rage
tavern
up.
policy.
Scamp.
I can't really see anybody. I'm gonna go ahead and, cause I notice I have my moonbeam thing now, and just use my action to like bring it up to like there, just to have it ready.
Okay.
Yeah, and that'll be it.
As you slash at this bandit, Pavel, he turns around and he just tries to strangle you. The first attack hits. 6 points of bludgeoning damage. He just
Damn.
grabs your neck and squeezes. And he's crushing you. You take another 6 bludgeoning damage. He looks like he wants to kill you. Nox.
That's my first 30. Where did he go?
Through this wall. I can't figure out how to open it. He went through the wall right there, right where you are.
Pavel.
Alright, as Pavel's getting choked out, he says, Nox would really like this! And decides to stab the guy.
Oh, you know me so well.
An 8 misses.
Again.
And a 14 hits him.
Oh, thank God. I was gonna use luck if it didn't.
Alright, you slash him for 7 points of damage. Rolling.
Alright, I hear Pavel having a hard time of it down here. I'm gonna come down here and are you sure you don't want to leave? We may let you live. Vicious mockery.
Psych.
He Ignores you. Your words fall on deaf ears.
Oh, he knows I'm lying. Shit.
Brew.
Can I make another attempt to locate a way to push on this thing?
Yep. You can use the search action, make a perception check.
All right.
You're still not seeing it. You don't know how he did it.
It's right here. I'm sure of it. I guess I probably lose rage. I guess, eh?
Yeah, your rage will go away if you don't take any damage now.
I try to headbutt the wall for damage.
You use your action.
Right.
Scamp.
I'm gonna lob a produce flame at the guy next to Pavel.
That hits. 6 fire damage.
I'll come up here.
He is blind with rage and he just keeps trying to strangle you, Pavel. He hits you for 7 bludgeoning damage and he's just like slamming you against the wall. And he hits you again as you struggle. He's just throwing you left and right, hitting you back into the wall.
This guy has the hate on for you.
And he just has this sort of blank stare at you as he's just looking at you in the eyes, Pavel.
I'm going to, seeing Brew kind of like try and force the wall open, I'm going to assume that there's a secret passage and try and look for it. So a perception check, I'm assuming?
Yep.
Damn it. Cannot see anything.
It's completely seamless. It's just a smooth wall.
Fuck! And I just kind of kick the wall a little bit, like, annoyed.
Pavel.
Pavel actually has a little fear in his eyes. He actually seeing eye to eye someone like with a full like intent just to end his life, and he just wildly slashes.
A 9 misses.
You know what? Fuck that. I hate missing the first one, so I'm using a luck. Rolling it again. Oh wait, it's a one-handed. Damn it.
An 8 misses.
Something. And two-handed this time. Wow.
It's another miss.
Yeah, see? Yeah, not good times.
Cookie jar is not treating you well.
It's not.
Roland.
I'm going to again try to vicious mockery this guy. You know, Pavel, I'm running out of things to insult him with.
His eyes start to go bloodshot. He takes 4 psychic damage.
And Pavel, I believe in you. Bardic Inspiration. For bonus action. And I'm gonna stick around just to make sure he can end it.
Brew.
Right. Well, I'll try again.
And you're not seeing anything as much as you look.
All right. Keep trying, and then I'll run off down south to wave these guys up this way.
Scamp.
I am going to run up to where Ruiz. And I'll bring my moonbeam with me, because why not?
Your pet moonbeam.
There's just a column of radiant energy just phasing along the floor. Alright, this guy is intent on doing you harm, Pavel. He attacks and he's like got you in a headlock and just choking you out. You take 7 bludgeoning damage.
I'm not taking this anymore. You know what? I'm using a shield.
You got a 23, Pavel.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
You can't.
Yeah.
Well, you can shield if you want, but
Don't waste shield.
he's still gonna hit you.
Nah. There's no point.
And he attacks again for another 7 bludgeoning damage.
This is unfair.
He's just choking you out.
Okay, so 7. But wait. I already took 1 7 out. Time to take another 7 out. Ooh, this is not good.
Nox.
I continue looking along the wall for this secret passage area.
You're not seeing it.
I just like bang my fist against the wall and scream out, "Pate faire foutre! You whore!"
Tabernacle.
Pavel.
If only I could have used it. I realize now I don't have 50 GP and ruby dust, so I can't use magic missile, which I used before, but not the current situation at hand. Slashing, fear, sweat.
I don't think magic missile doesn't use that component, does it?
I looked it up.
You have a spell focus, don't you?
Yeah, but Seb said that like anything that requires actual GP needs to actually have the material.
Yeah, you're thinking of a different spell. Magic missile doesn't have material components. It's verbal and somatic.
Why did it tell me 50 GP of ruby dust? It's verbal and somatic. What the?
Are thinking of a different spell.
Chromatic orb
then
needs
heck
a diamond that's worth 50 GP. But
Ruby. I can't remember what spell it is, but yeah, it's definitely not magic missile.
Okay, then I just point blank, just scared of my life. I'm just gonna fire magic missile at his face.
Okay. And the magic missiles just explode for 15 points of force damage. You just hear like multiple bones crack, and suddenly the grip around your neck loosens, and there's just a look of sorrow in the bandit's face as his skin morphs grey into a doppelganger, and he just falls back, and you see his entire front has been shredded away by the magic missiles. And
A look of sorrow.
he just sinks to the ground dead. And
You ruined his day, and then you killed him.
So put me as prone, as realistic as I fall to the ground, coughing.
okay.
Then put me back up. Then put me back up. Right after, real quick.
from down the hallway, you just hear Nox banging against the wall, and cursing and his mother tongue, and just ah.
Hold up.
By the way,
Let me
Pavel,
roll up over there.
you're thinking of continual flame. That's 50
Then
GP
why-
of ruby dust.
Yeah, but for some reason it just said like over there, like I don't know. I'll go look it up right now. But just to end this all, hopefully this will be really cool. I look for whatever they're looking for. Damn it! I also fail.
Can I have a look?
Sure.
Yes, please.
Pavel, you have a concussion. Please sit down. Oh!
Nope.
Even Scamp can't see it. Roland?
It's like, what
got this,
exactly
Roland.
are we look?
You got
What
this.
exactly are we looking for?
What's his nuts just went behind the wall here. He like moved, and like I saw him, and it was like right here, but I can't figure out how to push the wall open. He just pushed it shut.
Alright, I'm using
No, the other wall. You're looking at the wrong wall.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna use the interactive object. I'm just gonna move my hand. Well, we're not in round anymore, but I'm just gonna move my hand along the wall, pushing on different tiles.
Okay.
It's the wall on the right, by the way.
Oh, okay. Sorry about that.
Alright, you do that, Pavel, and you push right where Bruce saw the door close, and the door doesn't like push open. You also probably do note that he didn't like push the door open or closed, he slid it. Like you can't see a seam or anywhere to slide.
Well, maybe there's another way around. Or maybe we can just forget about him. I mean, he is a coward. I mean, if he shows back up, we'll just deal with him then.
Guess we should loot those dudes down south.
That's a dead end, right?
And by dudes, I mean warts.
Yep, it's a dead end.
Yeah, we should loot those dudes.
We also have the one we knocked unconscious. Maybe he knows how to get through.
That's true.
Yes.
That is a very valid point, Scamp.
Pavel, little buddy, you look real hurt.
Yeah, I got nearly like killed, choking out from the one guy. At first it was fun, but then I was scared. I was honestly scared.
Do you want me to try to cast a prayer on you? I've never tried a heal prayer before, but I could try. Like, maybe,
hey,
I don't know. Okay,
I'll
come
take
here.
where
Give
you
me a
can
big
take.
hug.
All right,
Give me a big hug.
I get
And
him
I
a big
say
hug.
some-
While
I
Brew
try to
is
say
hugging
some magic
him,
prayer words.
while
Can I
Brew is
save
hugging him and
Pavel?
doing that, I want to hit him with a cure wounds.
Oh, I was gonna try and do the same thing.
I only have 3rd level spell slots left though, so this should heal you for quite a bit.
22. You know what, bro? This hug. Wait, we want to continue. Sorry about that.
I was just saying,
Tempest be praised.
while that's happening, Nox loots the bodies. You find 6 scimitars in good repair, 6 light crossbows,
That's 11 more for you, Pavel.
28 bolts, and out of the 6 vampires, 3 of them, their armor is in decent condition. It's leather armor. I mean, it's quite heavy to carry it all, but they don't have any coins on them. As well as they have clothes and boots, and they also have like this like makeup on and wigs and fake teeth.
Roland, my friend,
worry
what
with this,
what kind of space do you have left in your magic bag there?
I have well, let me look. I have about 220 pounds worth of things already in there. I suppose we could put a few more things.
Well, I see the scimitars and the armor taking the vast majority of cash flow, at least in trade value.
Well, I mean, it's not like we're hurting for coin anyway, right?
No, but I'm thinking, I would like a new bed in the manor. I would, things are important.
I need to commission a
Besides,
shield.
We can always dump it out if we need to make space. Inventory dump. You see it done all the time by other adventurers.
All right.
I take dumps
well,
all the time. I took one last night behind the camp. You guys weren't looking, but man, it was in a big
Oh no,
inventory dump.
bro, we could smell it. It's fine.
I loot this table.
Speaking of camp, anybody tired? What time is it? Is it?
Yeah, I was gonna say, we don't really have a good sense of time down here, do we?
It's like very early in the day.
Okay.
Pavel, you head into this room and you just empty the table into your bag. There is 220 nibs. Yeah, I added like a heap of Waterdeep stuff as well. If you guys want to see the artwork, again, nibs and shards.
Cool.
Dragons.
You've seen these. Oh, it's from Dragon Knight. Yeah, cool.
Right.
Hey, that's the dwarf that fucked us over.
I like that.
220 nibs, 91 shards, and 85 dragons.
Ooh. You found money.
And 84 or 85 dragons.
85. There's also a silver ring on the table. It's engraved with some sort of symbol.
I keep the ring. I don't put it on because I already made my mistake once, and I'm gonna take it to the other guys so they can check it out. Maybe
Does
give it to
anyone else
Nox,
have this
Scam,
envisionment of
anyone?
him using his one free hand to hold open a bag and then the arm with the sword just scooping shit into it?
I didn't think about that.
Alright, there's also a set of playing cards on the table, and they look like marked cards.
Okay, take that. I loot this table next over here.
It's a bench.
Well, I loot the bench.
There's nothing on the bench.
I look under the bed.
You pull up the sheets and look under, and it's empty. There's nothing under there.
Alright, finally I go in.
But,
Yeah.
and then
What are
as
you
you as you shift the sheet a little bit more, something falls out, Pavel. It's like a novel. And you pick it up and read the title. It's called Bugbears Gone Wild.
Oh, ooh. Okay, this is staying in my collection for later.
Aren't they all
I-
wild?
Oh.
And do you flick through a few pages, Pavel?
No, I'll keep it for later. I know what special hugs are now, and I'm gonna need it for later. Let's just say that.
Okay.
So back to my point. I'm gonna get in this tub.
All right. So beneath this fresco carved into the wall that depicts like Undermountain with a sunburst sort of sigil of a brilliant ray of sunlight fanning out all the way to the edges. The tub itself is 8 feet long, 4 feet wide, and only a couple of feet deep. There is a bedroll down in the tub, rolled up.
Pavel, stop playing around. Come on, let's just get it going. Was it worth it to get in the tub?
If you're speaking, Pavel, we can't hear you.
Oh, sorry about that. Yes, it was worth it to get in the tub. I gave the ring to Nox, and that was about it.
Oh. Do I recognize the symbol on it?
Make a history check. With advantage
What's the
for
rest
you,
of the
Nox.
guys? Where are the rest of the guys?
Alright, you recognize it, Nox. And it's a dwarven symbol commonly associated with fertility and sexual potency. That's why you have advantage.
It is a cock ring.
Not that sort of ring.
Pavel, are you pocketing the coins? I need to know if
Oh, I
you put them
mean-
in the bag of holding or not.
Uh,
It's up to you.
You found them.
no, I feel unfair. So, yeah, just put it in the party loot.
I wasn't, asking to make you give it up or anything.
What do you mean?
I mean, if you want to put it in your personal, that's fine too.
Nah.
So if
Everyone.
I undid the bedroll here, is there anything that falls out of it?
Yes, there are a series of metal instruments and other gear. There is a set of thieves' tools and enough gear to constitute an explorer's pack. A explorer's
Ooh.
pack has in it a backpack, a mess kit, a tinderbox, 10 torches, 10 rations, a water skin, and a hempen rope.
I will gather up that stuff.
Oh my god.
Seb, is there anything valuable over where I'm standing near these rolls? Like these, is that fabric or something?
That is a pile of ceramic plates and crockery and mugs that have been stacked up against the wall.
Cool, I'll smash them.
Alright, you just...
Nice.
They make a very loud noise. You shatter them all. You easily top them
feel very-
over. Topple them over.
I feel very satisfied.
Can I-
Brew, what are you doing over there?
Checking on some things.
What are you doing, Scamp?
Right.
Can I drag what's his face into kind of like the main room?
Sure. Traverd.
Oh, good, a hostage. I'll put some manacles on him.
Okay. You slap a pair of manacles on him.
Brew, I did not know you had those on you.
There are more mysterious objects in these packs than I know what to do with.
Once he's got the manacles on him, can I use my last fate ice to heal him for 1d6?
Sure. Alright, you go ahead and roll that. He comes to on 1 hit point.
Wow.
Amazing.
Like, just to be rude.
Oh, what's the hassle? He looks down, sees the manacles. He doesn't try to like even break out. He just sits there with his head hung down.
I'm going to get down on my kind of in a squatted position, kind of, just on my toes, but like squatted all the way down, and look at him and be like, no, my friend. I see you having a choice to make. We came here because you said we should come see him. We were having a spot of fun. He did not take it well. He is a bastard. And then he ran off, leaving you all to die.
He takes off his wig and takes out his teeth.
But he did escape through a hidden passage.
He puts on a fake beard.
Up north here. Where did the fake beard come from? I have to ask. Do you keep them in your butt crack?
Close. Sorry, this is all happening very quick. My head hurts. What do you want? You've beaten me. You've beaten me. Door. Oh, that. Yes. Yes.
Well, how do you open it?
There are 2 doors. Entry and exit. The entry is at the back wall. Why? How do you know of it? What happened? Where? Oh God! He sees all the dead bodies, and he just starts like shaking and becomes quite inconsolable. Oh, you're going to kill me too, aren't you?
No. Hey, calm down. And I'm gonna hold up the potion of healing I have, and just kind of shake it at him and be like, "We are not going to kill you. Quite frankly, you were actually quite nice, and I would feel genuinely bad. But
I wouldn't.
yes, Brew would not, but I would. So I would not have to watch. I would just leave and let him do whatever.
Oh no, please.
So why don't you stand up? And I'm gonna try and help him stand up.
Gets to his feet.
Come show us how to open this door.
Okay, please. Are you going to kill me?
I'm not.
I won't.
Please, please, please don't kill me. I was just doing what I was told to do. I need to make a living too, you know.
Completely
You're
honest.
too weak for me to kill.
Ooh. Yes, I'll show you the secret. I take it that's where Octal fled to.
It is, it is.
He's always been a coward like
I'm
that.
just gonna call out, Pavel! Pavel! Come on!
I wanted to open this door.
You want to split the party, Pavel?
No, I just want to know where it goes. I'm opening and I'm running back.
Oh, well,
Alright.
hopefully there's nothing behind it.
You push it open, and it's a 10-foot
Diamond's
wide
cube.
corridor.
Alright. I look inside real quick and I run back. Just skedaddling, skadoodling. The dog barking. Everything.
Everything.
I'll show you, I'll show you. Trevor starts guiding you guys to the secret door. And he walks.
Lena's gone by now.
Okay. He just like walks straight past the secret door that you guys saw. There.
Wait, how would they have been able to open this one and you're going to that one?
He probably left it ajar. He's always ready to run, that coward, always blaming others for his mistakes.
Wait, is it a door or a jar?
No, bro, it's a term. A jar, not a jar. Basically means slightly open.
Please, can we just get through this? I want to go away from this place now.
Open the door for us.
And he just pushes on this corner of the wall, and it's sort of like a revolving door. The stone swings on a hinge.
Ah, brilliant.
Can I go now? I've done what you asked me for.
I hand him the standard potion of healing. I am a man of my word. Brew, can you please unshackle him?
I don't want to hear about you stealing from people ever again.
I don't have anywhere to go. I
You know
have
what?
no way to make any money. What am I to do?
No. Do this. Go topside back to Waterdeep. Once you are there, go to Trollskull Alley. Look for the famous, or soon to be famous, Troll Slayer Tavern. Just tell them Nox sent you and that you need a job. They will find something for you to do.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much.
I give him 5 gold pieces so you can use it to pay turn it up to get up.
You are most generous. I will never forget this. Thank you. You're kind. You are much better leaders than Octal ever was. He gives you guys a nod, and then he makes haste.
I'll try to give him a big greasy hug as he leaves. See you back there, buddy.
He just cowers from you, thinks like you're gonna hit him or something.
You might be right.
Alright. This place is ominous, to say the least. You first of all notice a 1-inch diameter hole has been bored through the floor, suggesting that perhaps something could enter or exit in gaseous form. In fact, there's several of these holes lining the walls. There is a faded fresco adorning the eastern wall. It depicts villagers and farmers at work, but upon closer inspection, you realize they're not working. They're fleeing as they are being terrorized by a giant half-man, half-bat monstrosity. And there are several bread rolls strewn along the dusty floor. And to the south, you see a cobweb-draped wooden coffin resting on a 2-foot-high block of grey stone.
This is rather
No.
eerie.
You
Does
do not.
do the cobwebs look like they've been
No.
disturbed at all in the past while?
Make a investigation check.
Pavel.
No idea.
You're not really seeing if they are or not rolling.
Well, where could he have gone? I mean, I really only see one place.
I
And
mean,
I'll
if he
point at the
thought he was
coffin.
a vampire, maybe he's in the coffin.
I mean, did he? I wonder if he really thought that he was.
So, can I finally see the seam on the doorstep over here?
Yes. Very obvious from this side.
Okay. I push it.
Alright.
Push it open just in case.
You slide it into the wall.
There we go. That's all I wanted.
Well, should we pop the top here?
I say we stab through it.
No. Brew, you prepare to hit whatever pops out. Pavel, you will open the lid. Scamp, could you please ready a whatever fire spell you can cast at will, and I will do the same. Roland, just do what you can, as I know that you are not the most offensively motivated.
No. I'm a lover, not a fighter.
On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
I
I'll
open the
draw
lid.
my war pick.
Alright, you pop the lid open. You just slide it across, and you see, as you do, a very obvious 1-inch diameter hole bored through the foot panel, suggesting that a vampire could enter or exit in misty form. You see a thin layer of grave dirt inside the coffin. It's been flattened down, and a vial of holy water resting next to a vampire with blue glowing eyes and his hands crossed at his shoulders. He immediately sort of sits up. Whoa! And he just glares at you. Who has disturbed my rest for 1,000 years?
The farm boy.
We were actually looking to hopefully get directions. We are looking for someone. He came through claiming to be some high and mighty vampire, but obviously wasn't because he ran from us and has now gone away. We just wanted to dispatch him because we do not like imposters.
No, I have been asleep for 1,000 years. I have seen no one of your description. Now you better leave before I get thirsty for blood.
Really, Erstel, are you going to continue this charade?
Can I?
I
Can I
don't
take the
know
holy
what an
water?
Octal is. I've never heard of it.
I believe you have.
Can I insight check him?
You can tell that it's just Octal. He's just changed his makeup around.
I immediately swing my longsword at him.
Okay, not
I
Erstel,
totally fell.
but tall.
Brew totally fell for it. It's like, all right, we should get out of here.
All right, as soon as you go to swing at him, he's going to attack back. And Scamp, you are first.
I'm just gonna throw Priest Flame at him.
Alright, he is prone at this stage as well. You hit him for 9 fire damage. Brew.
He's prone, is he?
Yeah.
Well, I will. That's tempting. Well, actually, what I'll do is I will smash him with. I'm holding a torch, so I'm gonna whack him with the torch as an improvised weapon.
That hits. You whack him for 5 bludgeoning damage.
And I'll go ahead and use the bonus action to grapple him, or attempt to grapple.
Alright, he'll try to resist with brute strength, but he cannot. And you just pin him down into the coffin.
Sorry. I should say I probably had to use a free action to actually drop the torch, so I had the hand to do that with. And then I'll just smash him in the head with the shield again as my second attack.
That hits. Oh, Pavel, your mic is making like a ton of static noise.
Sorry.
You hit for 5 bludgeoning damage. Pavel, do you mind going on push to talk, please?
Is the breathing? Sorry if it's.
Is it right?
Static.
Yeah, it's like it sounds like you've got a loose wire or something with your mic or.
I think it's because near my shirt. Because I think it was probably near my shirt.
All right, Nox.
Since Brew's got him held down so well, I'm just gonna run up to him and throw down a shocking grasp.
That hits. You shock him for 12 lightning damage. Pavel.
I swing my longsword at him.
21 hits. For 3 slashing damage.
And again.
And when you go to swing at him, he holds up one of his vampire claws and tries to parry you, but you hit for another 12, sort of just slicing him on the arm.
Yep, sorry about that.
Rolling.
Roland will just kind of lean back casually on the wall, play his guitar a little bit. You shouldn't have ever tried to fight us.
He fails, taking 5 psychic damage.
And that's my turn.
Alright, it just starts like kicking around. Unhand me! How dare you treat me like this? And he tries to slash at you with one of his vampire claws, bro. 10 misses. And he slashes at Pavel with the other one. And an 8 misses. And then, as a bonus action, he tries to slash at you again, bro. And that misses. Scamp.
Quit squirming.
I'm gonna attempt to produce flame at him again.
It's a miss. Brew.
Well, you can either give up or we can keep smacking you.
Please! You attack me!
Yeah,
You're
fair
being
enough.
a dick.
And you hit him with the shield for 5 bludgeoning
The shield,
damage.
the classic shield. And why not? Works
12
once.
misses.
Oh. Well, look at that.
Nox.
I'm going to run up again. Just be like, you should have given up when you had the chance.
What do you mean? I give up, you are killing me! That hits. For 4 lightning damage.
It's a pretty good bit.
Pavel.
Pavel raises his cookie jar up and saying, like, I'm just gonna beat you an inch of your goddamn life for being an asshole. Damn it.
13 misses. And a 17 hits. For 6 slashing damage. Roland.
Roland is just gonna derisively laugh at him. That's all he's worth at this point.
He just starts like whimpering.
I thought I hit end of turn. I'll try that again.
And he just keeps slashing away, trying to get free. Does his first attack on you, Brew. And he slashes you for 6 points of damage.
Alright.
He slashes you again. And a 16, sorry, misses. And he uses a bonus action to make his third attack on you, Brew. And a 10 misses. And he just keeps trying to, like, desperately slash his way free of your grip. Scamp.
I'm going to actually move up and smack him with my quarterstaff.
Yeah!
Jumping in on the action.
Smackdown.
He caused a bunch of people to attack us and die.
I know.
It was not me!
Not that that's any better.
You try to hit him and he just shields himself. It was not me who gave the order! Brew.
You really should surrender.
That hits
He's been trying to surrender the whole time.
for 6 bludgeoning damage.
We're just having fun with
I
it.
tell you, this is your last chance.
And
We're just a bunch of murdering hobos.
he's actually able to use his reaction to parry a 16. With the claws, he holds them up and catches your shield. Nox.
I want to get real close to him. And just be like, you know, this could have all been avoided. If you just let us go. Shocking grasp.
That hits. You zap him for 7 damage. Pavel.
Pavel lifts up the longsword, but then brings it back down and uses a piece of the vampire's own shirt to try and wipe his face with the makeup to see if there was even makeup.
There's definitely makeup. He looks
I
completely
go back
different.
slashing at him. I go back slashing at him then.
Pavel, concerned we're actually killing someone we were not supposed to kill.
That hits. For 11 damage.
Very good, you know.
And then hopefully this one does kill him or doesn't. I want to knock him out.
That's a crit. Alright.
Oh.
For 5 damage.
That's always so disappointing when you have such low crit
The
damage.
dice. That's such a tease from the dice there on you.
The
Roll
dice
him.
hate me. I already know them.
Oh. All of this, and you have shitty makeup. Such a shame.
Alright, he grabs his chest and then his legs start jigging. Oh, please! I think I'm having a heart attack! And this foam starts pouring out of his mouth, and his legs jig wildly. His eyes roll back in his head, and he convulses, and he dies right then and there.
Oh well, I can tell you, I did not think that would happen. Oh,
I was just
alright.
about to let him go, and I do.
And you let him go.
I grab the water in the coffin and take a sip of it. Just a tiny sip.
It tastes holy.
It tastes so
Nice. This is good tasting water. This is some good holy tasting water.
Oh, hey, Seb, can we say that I remembered to get the manacles off of Trevor before we sent him back? Or...
Yeah,
I did tell you to.
Yeah,
So.
you took them off of him.
Thank you.
I want to rummage through his corpse just to see if he was worth killing.
Alright, he's wearing a nice set of studded leather armor underneath his vampire disguise. And it's in perfectly good condition. And then he's got like these two vampire claws that constitute weapons, which are basically like short swords.
Oh, okay. I thought it was gonna be like knuckles.
Well, I think it's like kind of like, you know, those rings that people wear sometimes when they want to be vampires. They're just like really long, kind of articulated finger cover armor things. That's what I'm
Yeah, something
envisioning.
like that. Basically, yeah. Razor sharp. Definitely not a prop.
If nobody else wants them, I will take them just out of I think they're kind of entertaining.
I would like to use them, but I cannot use them right now as my hand is stuck in a sword.
Well, do not worry. I will hold on to
All
them until
yours.
you are unaffixed yourself.
Seb, I like to run my hands through these walls over here, here, and here, and here.
It's all smooth
about that.
stone.
Hmm. Okay. Sorry about that, Brew.
Oh no, I was not saying anything of importance. Just that one time, though.
All these bedrolls are empty. There's a dozen of them strewn across the floor. And it very much does look like this used to be a vampire's lair once upon a time.
Well, I do believe it's time for us to see what this bronze mask will do.
Oh, yeah.
I forgot about that.
There was a way up north that we didn't.
Yes, up to the north of the throne room, I believe.
Ah,
Seb, would it just be faster for you to move us there?
No. You're like literally like right
Yeah,
next
we're very
to it.
Follow me!
Next to it.
Follow me!
I'm gonna zoom out a little bit.
oh, good use of chalk.
And this is the throne room where the dead wyvern is surrounded by the crystal, and you have the bone snake armrest throne that animated and tried to bite Pavel. And
We didn't open this door, did we?
No.
Nope.
Should we?
I open the door. No matter what.
Alright, as you sort of open the door, it has like a bit of a elastic resistance to it, and there is cobwebs stuck to the door. You sort of stretch them out as you see a cobweb choked hallway.
Spider.
There are life-size granite statues of warriors in rows of two standing atop small pedestals that run the entire length of the hall. They face each other, and they're made of stone. They're armed, and there are a ton of cobwebs just draped all throughout the hall, and you see bits of junk sort of stuck in the cobwebs, just like dirt and husks of something, and sort of has this strange scent to the room.
I'm just gonna start firebolting the cobwebs.
Yeah, I was gonna say I was going to burn. Yeah, I wanted to burn the cobwebs.
If there's paper in there, then
Well, it's
We'll
gone
lose
now.
that.
As soon as the fire hits the cobwebs, it's just like a very quick reaction. All the web just burns away completely. Little cinders just fall to the ground, and you see these statues just running off into the darkness to the east as far as the eye can see.
Burn them.
More burning. This way.
And again, the webs recede instantly. And again, you see more of these warriors. Rows of twos.
Are they the same warrior, or are they like different warriors in different poses?
Each one is
it like a
identical.
repetitive-
They look like they used to like have nameplates as if this was like a very important person, or a sort of members of an army, but all of the nameplates have faded away. They've been chipped or defaced, and some of the statues' heads have been toppled off, or been chipped away quite badly.
Do they have any like holes in them that might shoot out arrows or something?
Make a perception check. You take a look around, Scamp, to see if there's going to be like any poison dart traps or the likes, and you don't see anything.
Burn more.
I continue to scorch some earth.
Burn away more cobwebs, and something smolders for a little while. It's a dead spider riddled with crossbow bolts, and sort of a little pool of yellowish greenish blood propped up against the wall here. There's also a door to the north and a passage to the south.
I
Can we
stabbed the
see
spider.
the ceiling?
Yep, the ceiling's 20 feet high. Alright, you stab it, Pavel, and the blade just goes straight into it. It's soft and very dead. There's like 8 crossbow bolts stuck into the spider. It's just splayed out on the floor.
So where should we go, gang?
Always to the right?
Okie dokie. Only I can use flames as good as Nox. Someday.
I was referring to the passage that goes south, but that works too.
Oh, sorry about that. Terribly sorry. Let's go.
Alright, this hallway continues down about 50 feet before ending at a door.
I open the door.
Alright, you open the door and it's a closet. 10-foot square closet. And there is a large floating eyeball. Just swirling around arcane energy. And it's just like the eyeball moves and it just scrutinizes you, Pavel.
I slowly, creepily close the door back.
It gets out. Passes
What?
straight through the door as if it wasn't there.
I
Starts
punch it in
looking
the eye.
around. Your hand goes straight through it. You almost punch Nox in the face.
No, Pavel. This is known as an arcane eye. It is a scouting spell, basically.
I don't like it.
Well, besides being creepy, it can't actually hurt us, so other than give away our position.
Will it work if I use magic on it?
Unless you have something like Dispel Magic, probably not.
I haven't read that far ahead. I green flame bait.
I give it the finger.
Just watches you and just stares straight at your finger. You try to green flame blade at Pavel, and a streak of green fire just streaks straight through the air as if it wasn't even there.
I go into
Completely.
a closet.
Right. It doesn't follow you. It's interested in Nox. It follows Nox, hovering above the ground. And then
I will
Can I
firebolt
search the closet?
some more web.
the eye vanishes.
Can I search the closet for secret doors?
Yep. Give us a perception check.
Ooh.
Bless you.
Thank you.
And it's empty, Brew. Just a closet. There's no
Alright.
secret doors. Alright, as you move up, you see another crossbow bolt riddled spider. Green blood splayed beneath it.
I open this door.
It's a corridor. A winding corridor. You do notice something. The floor seems to slope gently downwards as you move into the room. It just keeps sloping gently down and down. Up ahead in the statue passageway, there is more dead spiders, more cobwebs, and more doors. It's a very gradual slope as you move down here. You don't need to like make any ability check, and it's not terribly difficult to gather your footing. As you arrive where Pavel is, it actually stops sloping and it becomes flat now. Moving into view of this room, you see a 30-foot high room, and it extends another 15 feet above that. In the center of the roof, there is a dome-shaped crevice, and the dome is filled with sizzling acid floating 30 feet above the floor. It's just writhing and bubbling, seeming to defy gravity. It hovers above an 8-foot tall statue of a 4-armed fish monster that looks like this. A Sophagon. It isn't carrying the trident, however. It just has its 4 arms sort of Goro style, like sort of held up in fists, and its fingers are webbed, and in the bottom 2 webbed hands, they're not actually fists. It's actually holding a stone box, a 1-foot square stone box, and the box has a lid, and there's a keyhole set into the lid.
I look for secret doors.
Make a perception check. You don't see any secret doors.
I'll try as well.
Sure. You don't see anything.
I forgot to open my eyes.
So to get the box, we'd have to go through the acid, yeah?
Well, the acid is not go through it, but you'd have to be underneath it. The acid's actually floating in the domed crevice in the ceiling, like basically a hemisphere of acid, like floating above you. It's in that area where you see a greener tinge. There are also these tiny little holes in the ground as well. Something that you
Wait.
notice, Scamp.
Where?
I'll point them out.
They're all over the ground in this room.
Ooh.
Does it look
I
like
don't like.
this is a trap?
Well, yes, it's a floating sphere of acid. You could imagine that it might fall on you or something.
But the holes, does it look there?
Oh, the holes? Make an investigation check.
I would also like to investigate.
Sure. As far as you can tell, they are drain holes. There doesn't seem to be any like poison needles in there or anything like that, or darts that are going to shoot out. Arrows. Too small for arrows.
Oh, yes, and I suppose it's the same reason why there's a slight slope to get down here. As So when the acid is triggered, that it can't go back up the hallway. If it doesn't go down the holes anyway. Nox, do you happen to know Mage Hand? I do not.
Nox doesn't care about you, Roland.
Sorry, I was distracted. What'd you say?
I was asking if you knew Mage Hand.
It's pouring his heart out to you, Nox.
I unfortunately, wait. Actually, I think I might. Give me 1 second. No, that's the one I didn't take. I have minor illusion and prestidigitation. And friends.
Me too.
All right,
Me
guys,
too.
guys. Step back.
Pavel, what are you about to do?
Unseen servant.
Oh, that's actually not a bad call.
Bartholomew, I summon thee.
Alright, let me get Bartholomew. Okay, he is a invisible, unseen servant.
I mentally ask him. I actually, first of all, I tell you guys, can we step back more just in case something happens?
There he is. Can you see him?
I cannot see him.
Good.
All right, let's Nox, Brew, let's step more back, please, so we can have a running chance at least. Guys, Brew, Nox, friends. All right, fine. I tell the unseen servant to go up there and get the box, or move the box, something with the box.
Alright, You want it to grab the box and take it?
Can it? Is it a movable box or just it's the box?
It looks like it could be taken.
All right. Yeah. This seems way too much like a trap. So.
Alright, he grabs onto it and uses all of his might to try and grab it.
Oh yeah, he can't. He's too weak.
And yeah, he is too weak.
Rolled good though. Nice one. 10. Damn. I don't know where he is, but I pat him on the shoulder saying, "Thanks for trying, man."
He's just like patting the air.
Exactly. And well, I mean, there's not much else I can do.
So, how many heal spells you guys have left?
Oh,
Two
God.
greater healing potions.
How curious are we what's in that box?
I mean,
Pretty
not curious enough to
curious.
where you need to get doused in acid.
Well, it's not as bad as being dead. And I've been dead before.
Well, I'm not going to stop you in particular, but I would advise against it.
I could turn into a black bear and try and go grab it.
Because if you got killed as a black bear, you come back as you, and it's the damage wouldn't hurt you.
Well, not. That depends on how much damage it does.
So it does have a lid as well, and there's a keyhole in the lid. Like it, the statue is holding it, but it wouldn't prevent you from opening it.
Oh. Anybody good with locks?
And now I have 2 lockpick kits, just in case.
Oh, I realized I've been on mute this whole time. I guess I tell Bartholomew to open the box.
He tries to open it. It's locked.
As I expected. I
could
give
attempt-
him. Sorry about that.
I was gonna say I can attempt to dispel the acid orb, but I don't know if that'll work. And that's my last 3rd level spell slot.
I know I have something here. Okay. Wait, does anyone else want to say something before I say something stupid?
Well,
I
was
can't
gonna
understand you,
say,
Paddle.
Before I
or
say
we can
something
just-
stupid.
we can just, you know, leave it be.
That's what I was planning to.
I mean, we don't have to do anything with it. Note that it's here, and then come back if we want to.
Before we go, though, I'd like to give Bartholomew the apparently from last adventure, Waterdeep, I took the cogwheel key. I'd like to give him the cogwheel key to use unlock.
It doesn't fit.
Okay, that was a good attempt.
There's still plenty of more things to explore, so.
Yeah, I'm heading off.
I'm not heading off yet. I'm gonna turn into a bear and try and go get the.
Okay.
All right.
I tell
Watch.
Bartholomew.
We don't get to see you wild shape very often, so this is good.
Scamp wild shapes into a black bear.
Fierce.
You want to try and like grab the box, Scamp?
Yeah, with my teeth.
Give me an athletics check. You sort of stand up on your hind legs and you you like put your paws on the box and then like grab your teeth onto it and like dig them into the stone, and you just shove your body weight down and the box just breaks away from the statue's hand, and then you hear this and the statue immediately comes to life
Oh, that was unexpected.
and tries to attack.
Hello.
It's
The acid was a red herring.
the Esophagean Baron.
Oh no.
It has these beady black little eyes and yellow fins lining its head. It's a humanoid shape, webbed hands that are clawed, and it stands at an opposing 12 feet tall. It doesn't it's not wearing any armor or anything, not carrying anything or clothed in any way. It's a naked fish man, and it immediately slashes at you, Scamp. The claw. It hits for 9 slashing damage. And it digs its other claw into you,
Oh god.
hitting you for 8 slashing damage. Then it picks you up and takes a bite out of you with a third attack.
Good lord.
And it bites you for 9 piercing damage. You
So 7 of that is gonna transfer over.
turn back into Scamp and take 7 damage. And you're on 4 on the initiative order.
Best spell ever.
And it just immediately animates, lashes out like that, and that's its turn done. Brew.
So would you say this is a large size creature?
It is indeed large.
Very good. So I will move up here-ish and smack it with a shield.
That hits. Or 7 bludgeoning.
Go ahead and use the bonus action to grapple it.
It pushes you
Oh,
back.
Really? Well, I'm just so enamored of it, I'm going to try that again with my other attack.
And this time you grapple it. You grab onto one of its slimy, scaly arms.
Yeah, big old naked fishman hug. All right. And I will just hold it still right. Or actually, can I push it so it's no longer adjacent to Scamp?
How much movement did you use?
I've only used 10 feet.
All right, you can move it another 15 then.
Great. I'll just push it on back. Just really a 10. Just, so that it's not
Alright.
beside.
You shove it back and prop it up against the wall there.
Big old sumo bear, sumo type move.
Ready?
Sorry, did that not? Where's my EOT?
Nox.
And I'm actually going to try and hit it with a chromatic orb. He's not prone, he's just grappled, right?
Correct.
Alright.
That actually misses him.
A
Just
20 misses?
15. You don't have
If he's
advantage.
grappled, don't I have advantage?
No.
No, that's restrained.
Oh.
Yeah.
Alright. I would have changed that, but that's okay. That's the way the game works.
It does. Yeah, it does
So
say what grapple does in the chat box there as well.
I wasn't reading, I was doing other things at the same time. That's my own fault. Cool. As I waste a spell slot.
You didn't waste it. You used it and missed. Pavel.
I use my interrupted object to take out a short sword with my offhand, drop it on the floor, mentally communicate with Bartholomew saying, pick it up and go attack that thing.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna slash it.
Alright, it can't attack, by the way.
So that one time you made an attack was just your divine intervention then.
It can't attack. You, when did it attack? It hasn't attacked.
You
You,
used you made
that's not an attack, it tried to do an ability check.
no. I mean I don't want to get into semantics of it, but one time during a Waterdeep Dragon heist, you allowed it to pick up a club, no, mace, and to beat one of the other. I think it was.
Alright,
What was the
that
snake people?
would have just probably been for flavor. Alright,
Yeah.
you swing twice and miss. Alright, the unseen servant, yeah, you can't attack, so it will fold your laundry though. And it looks around for some laundry. Rolling.
So we could have let it alone, but no.
Exactly.
Does it have anything metal on it at all?
No, it's completely naked.
Ah. Okay. Well, I don't want to use my last spell slot just yet. So, I should tell it to go put some clothes on. Which is not great.
It
Put some pants on.
doesn't like pants.
Oh, well, apparently not. That's all I can do.
Scam.
I'm gonna lob a produce flame at it.
14 misses. Alright, this thing starts going into an absolute blood frenzy, giving itself advantage on attacks to anyone who's injured. And it slashes at you, Brew, for 10 points of damage. Drives another claw at you. 16 misses. Then it tries to take a bite at you. And it bites you for another 10. Ends its turn there. Brew.
Well, now you ought to settle down, and I'll smack it. I still have it grappled, so I'll just use the shield. And
That hits. for 5. And you hit again for 6.
That'll do.
Nox.
I will try and hit him yet again with Chromatic Orb.
That hits.
Nice.
This will be lightning damage. First level.
You hit him for 13 points of damage. The Chromatic Orb hits the Sophigan and he's looking a little bit hurt at this stage. Havel.
Use a bonus action to tell the unseen servant just serve water to the rest of my companions, I guess, while we're still in the middle of a battle, and just start slashing at this guy.
Okay.
Perfect. I will take a drink of water. Thank you.
That hits for 9.
Then again.
That hits
Nice.
for another 7. Alright, the unseen servant goes over and uses its action to search your pack to pull out a water skin and then just like starts squirting it down on Brew's face.
Deal. I'll take that.
And then it moves over to like give some to Nox next. You see like a water skin just floating around, spraying on people. Roland.
Oh, look at you, big man. Can't even get out of a grapple. I don't know.
It fails
All right.
for 5 psychic damage.
Cool.
Scamp.
Actually, I'm gonna go over to Brew and cast a Cure Wounds on.
Thank you.
At 2nd level.
– 14 points of healing. Alright, the Sophigan continues to lash at you, Brew. This first attack is a regular claw attack. And it happens to be a crit. He just shreds you for 13 slashing damage. Then, with advantage, it tries to bite onto you, Pavel. And it bites you for 8 piercing damage. And then with its other claw, continues to rip into Brew. And a 24 hits you for 13 slashing damage. This thing is going crazy. Licking the blood off of its lips in a frenzy. Brew.
Uh-huh. Alright. Well, enough of this. I'm going to shove it prone.
You just pick it up and drive it to the ground.
And then I will say, Tempest, take you, and I will smash it with my shield.
And a 24 hits. For 5 bludgeoning damage.
I think that's all I got.
Nox.
It's alright. Right here. Yep. Computer's about to die. I had to find my cable.
Yeah, I had to knock him prone because he was hitting us too much.
I will run forward and shocking grasp him.
That hits. You jolt him for 9 lightning damage.
Step back.
Shock the reaction out of him. Pavel.
I still tell the bonus action unseen servant just serve water and just slash at it again.
Okay. You hit with an 18 for 4 slashing damage.
And again.
That hits. You see its gills start to flare open and close as if it trying to sort of breathe water. And as one of the gills open, you just drive the longsword straight through it and it bursts out the back of the Sophigans' neck and it just winces a little bit, claws hopelessly into the air before it dies, and then it just turns back to stone and breaks and little bits of rock just scatter to the ground.
Perfect.
Okay, so that was weird. Did we get the box?
What's in the box?
You did get a box.
It's locked.
What's in the box? What's in the box?
Can I open the box?
It's locked.
I hand the box to Nox.
And I will thieves tools it if I can.
Make a Thieves Tools check. Alright, when that happens, suddenly the acid falls down on everyone. Except
Oh, God.
Roland.
Except for you, Roland.
It splashes out, and everyone in that room takes 13 points of acid damage.
No!
The box
How
does
quickly does
pop
unseen
open.
servant-
Is it empty?
Inside the box, as this acid just falls down on you, it burns your skin, ripping away your flesh, and it sizzles, and it remains in the room here. Slowly pouring out, but the room is 5 feet full of acid, and it's starting to drain towards you, Roland. You're going to need to move very quickly, otherwise it's going to get on your legs.
Can
Yeah,
I
I'm
grab
not sure run
Brew?
away.
Brew's unconscious.
I'll pick him up.
I
Um,
have double carrying capacity. I would probably.
I'll say let him carry himself, and I want to throw a 3rd level healing word on him as I'm running
He's
away.
running away.
10 points of healing, and you have enough time to quickly get up and dash out of the room.
So at the same time, I'm clutching whatever's in that box. At this point, I'm not letting it go.
Yeah, you've still got the box in your hand. It's open, but you need to move quickly.
Oh, okay.
Acid just starts pooling in the lower section of this chamber. You run
Whoa.
out of the room, burnt and injured, but still alive. And when you finally get a chance to observe what's in the box, Nox, you just first of all hear it. Boom boom, boom boom, boom boom, boom boom, boom boom. There is a blackened, still beating heart inside the box. Boom boom. Boom boom. Boom boom.
Now would be the time that I would like to identify.
Well, you can attune to this item if you wish.
Oh, this thing's got curse written all over it.
Well, you already attuned to one strange thing. Why not another?
Nox.
Well,
I mean, I already have one curse on me. If you want to know what this is, I'm willing to take the other curse.
you know what? I will. I close the box back up, and I'm gonna put it just in my pack. Just, you know what? We'll think on this for a bit. I will pocket the still beating rotten heart.
Okay.
I'm gonna
Just-
cast Cure Wounds at 3rd level on Brew.
Thank you kindly. Do we have time for a short rest at all?
I say yeah.
How far away are we from, like, is it still early?
Oh yes.
Last
it's
time we
very-
rested was in the anvil room, right?
It's very
Yeah.
early in the day. Probably close to noon. You think you're starting to get a little bit hungry.
So,
Is it just throwing it out there? Are we far from like the way out? Like, is it weird to go back and like sell all our stuff and like sleep in our own beds and then come again to the dungeon tomorrow? Is that like a thing? I have no idea how deep we are. I can't keep track of time.
You're not very far from the entrance.
Yeah.
I mean, we
I don't know.
could. I
Just
feel like
like-
I don't feel like we've been gone long enough where if we go up, we'll probably be ridiculed a little bit. Like, oh, you guys weren't gone very long.
It's
Give
true.
up early, kind of thing.
I wanted to buy more stuff. But I continue on.
Yeah.
Go,
Fair enough, but
Let's-
how are we on resources? Like, I'm out of rage.
I am out of spells and
We
all
will
of
need a
my
rest, but like,
stuff.
we're not gonna get that long rest for a while. So,
Okay.
if you wanted to take a short rest, I'm down for that. But other than hit points, it's not gonna benefit me anyway.
I'm taking a short
Well,
rest.
I mean, the last time we took a short rest at the anvil.
That was
the
long
anvil.
rest.
That was a long
Yeah,
rest.
that was a long rest. Yeah, and that feels like
short
a
rest.
long time ago.
The short rest was after the mirror room.
Yeah,
We
yeah,
went
yeah,
up.
yeah.
Well, if we have time for short rest, I could use the 2 hit dice for sure right now.
I say let's go back to a safe place and take a quick rest, get a bite to eat, and then continue onward.
Alright.
Alright. Would you stay in there?
I mean,
Yeah, we close the door.
It's better than the weird cobwebby hallway.
You can actually see the acid is drained away by the stage.
Oh,
I was
right.
gonna say, close the door. At least this area is defensible. So,
Yeah.
Alrighty.
We close the door.
You guys close the door and mill about for an hour, share some rations, and you take a short rest. You're not interrupted during that hour.
if you roll a hit dice, you can also roll a d6.
26. Thank you.
yeah, put me back in green.
You can identify any magic items that you may have.
Can I identify that heart?
Alpha, what's going on with your mic, man? It's like, can you go and push the talk or something, please? Like, killing my eardrums.
Seb, during the rest, if I like looked at the heart, would it divulge any more information about it?
Yeah. You can identify magic items with short rest, and this, if you haven't figured it out, is definitely magical. It's beating by itself. So, you spend the hour messing around with it, looking at it, and this is what you learn. Any creature that has a heart in its own body can attune to it, as though it were a magic item. When it does so, this withered heart switches places with the attuned creature's living heart, which has this effect of killing the creature instantly. The creature's living heart then withers and dies, and gains the same property as this former tiefling's heart, allowing it to be passed on the same way.
What? So the new heart lives on in a new body, or the old heart lives on in a new body? And
No, it kills the host instantly, and then your heart becomes this heart.
okay, so it's just bad overall. There's nothing.
If you attune to it, you die.
Wow, how
Oh,
close
God.
was somebody to deciding to attune to that?
I was curious what it would do, but I wasn't gonna do it. That's why I said this thing has curse written all over it.
I wasn't quite halfway to doing it, but it was crossing my mind, just out of curiosity.
You know what? I will hold on to it. Maybe the clerics up top will find it interesting or something.
Can I find anything out about the broken quarterstaff I picked up?
You
Did you cast mending on it yet?
you find it's
I
broken,
haven't.
Camp, and you won't be able to identify it. It's not in condition of being of use.
Mending doesn't work on magical items, so I have.
It doesn't seem like it's a magical item.
Oh, I thought it.
It may have had a bit of an aura of magic, but it's not a magical item.
Alright, Seb, I'd like to identify a sword stuck on my hand.
It's a long sword.
I see.
You can't identify curses. It doesn't have any other properties. It does seem to glow though, but that doesn't seem to be a property of the actual sword itself. Rather, a separate spell that someone's cast on it, like a continual light. Probably to goad you into trying to take it.
All right, are we all good? Onward?
Yes. While I still have my good looks, my mana is running a little dry, but we can address that at a later date.
I do have a magical bag of beans. Just saying.
That does what?
I'm not entirely sure.
It does.
Okay.
Did
Yes.
anyone bring any dirt?
Did anyone bring any dirt? Actually, Scamp might have.
I probably did.
There's some grave dirt
honestly.
back in that vampire coffin.
Like, pack some in your pockets.
I mean, it's all packed in my room. I wouldn't be surprised if I've had some in my pockets.
Somewhere we're gonna find a use for this bag of beans.
So you can like throw them, like causing an explosion. Or yeah, if you plant them, it does something else.
Yeah, like
That's
a
kinda
bullet
cool, actually.
can come up.
You know, I would say that save that for a rainy day.
Exactly.
Onward down the creepy hallway.
If you continue down here, you'll find there is more cobwebs and more statues, and
Firebolt.
a door in the southern wall, and a very, very big spider, also dead, riddled with crossbow bolts. It's splattered onto the ground.
Good thing that those undertakers decided to kill some of these spiders here. Having to deal
There's a
with them
door
is a
here.
pain. Yes, that does look like a door.
Pavel Brew, would you do the honors?
And this door is made of wood. And you push it open. It's a corridor leading to another room.
Shall we?
You walk into this ancient armory. You see old weapon racks that have fallen apart. crumbled under their own weight, strewn with cobwebs, lining the walls. And against the southern wall is a wooden door with a hand axe embedded into it, as if someone's tried to chop the door down.
That's not ominous at all.
Well, would you like another axe?
Nah, I'm good. I already have two.
Where's Bartholomew?
He died once the acid fell on us.
Oh, right.
Too soon, bro. Too soon.
I will pull the hand axe out of
Alright.
the door.
You have to give it a bit of a chunk. Put your leg up on it, and you heave the axe out, and it's a sturdy-looking hand axe.
A dirty hand axe. Soiled hand axe.
Sturdy, not dirty.
Can I tell if anybody has passed through here recently?
Make a survival check. And you cannot. It's very difficult to find tracks on smooth stone. And despite the amount of cobwebs and dust, it doesn't appear that anyone's been in here for a very long time.
I would like to inspect the door for one if it's locked and two if it's trapped.
Make a perception check.
A perception on investigation.
Yep. Finding traps is perception. You're looking, you're not like deducting. You don't see any traps and the door doesn't appear locked. Although it does have a lock on it, it is rusted. You can't imagine it works anymore.
Like a deadbolt lock or like a padlock?
Like a padlock. Like a not like a padlock, but just like a standard lock that you'd put a key into and turn.
Okay.
Like caked with rust.
I would like Pavel, be a good lad and shove the door open for me.
Yes, I will do that.
As I step back
What did
10
you
feet.
roll?
Alrighty, you open the door and you see a small room beyond. There is a sharpening wheel. A 1 foot thick, 5 foot diameter stone sharpening wheel set into the floor. You can see a foot pedal and a hand crank that you'd use to sharpen your blade on.
I'd like to get on the hand wheel, sharpening wheel, and sharpen my longsword.
It doesn't move. You push down with all of your weight onto the foot pedal and it's completely seized up.
If I use prestidigitation on it, because it cleans things, technically, would it remove, like, rust and debris?
No. It will remove like a wine stain or something. A little splotch.
Fair enough.
And it looks like it's attached to the floor. You would imagine that the mechanism goes under the floor.
What?
I was gonna say maybe maybe you could cast mending on it. See what happens really quick.
Cast mending on it?
Mending repairs like a single break. It doesn't fix things.
Look, Seb, I'm spitballing here, okay? I'm trying to get creative. It's the proverbial spaghetti on the wall.
I don't think I can repair this. I'm sorry.
Well then.
I fiddle around with it some more. Try and move it. Maybe even trying to pull it outside of the room.
It's not moving from where it is. Are you like trying to like force it?
You know what? Yeah, it will.
Alright, make an athletics check. It's not budging.
I tell
Okay.
Brew to try and move it.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and try.
Are you trying to like the thing is built into the floor? There's no way you're going to actually move the actual stone itself, but you could try and like crank the lever or something. You just go up and
try
the
to
lever.
operate the mechanism.
You just snap it straight off, Brew.
Perfect. Right. Here you go. I had a lever.
Can I mend that?
You could mend that back on.
There you go. I had it to scales.
Do you feel useful?
I feel useful.
This is
just up
this
here
is
in the
great.
corner
I can
of
break.
the back wall. Is there anything that's worth looking at?
They're like empty, broken weapon racks covered in cobwebs. Bits of wood, basically.
Are any of the
Outside.
weapons intact?
There's no weapons, just weapon racks.
Once it's mended, can I crank it more carefully?
You get the feeling it's gonna snap before it moves.
I do believe that he's seized up and will not move for us.
Yeah, you'd have to like get under the floor and have some sort of knowledge of dwarven engineering, and even then, you'd probably need to replace like all of the parts to get it working
One
again.
last thing before we go. I'd like to run my hands along the wall and these walls and just start pushing random tiles or all the tiles.
It's all solid, smooth stone.
Did it look like there was, because you said there was like a hole under it. Does it look like that's like potentially a secret passagey type of hole?
No, it looks like it's like where the mechanisms are. And it's not even really a hole, it's just like built into the floor.
I will not turn into a spider and explore then.
Do you get wild shapes back on a long or short rest?
Short rest.
Oh, okay.
Alright, these
I opened
doors
a door.
are different than any doors that you've seen so far. They are made from some sort of polished black stone. And you push them open, Pavel. And when you do, a rune starts glowing. And roll me a 1d20.
Okay, but I'd short like to remind you, I have shield.
Okay. Alright, I'm going to give you a card from the rune deck, Pavel. And you're going to tell everyone what you get.
Should I be scared?
Maybe.
Excited?
So you can double click on that card from the rune deck.
Angerus, Elder Rune of War. Bane effect. The target must succeed on a Constitution saving throw, or it gains vulnerability to all damage and a -2 penalty to death saving throws for 24 hours. Boon effect. When the target hits with an attack, the target can turn that hit into a critical hit, after which his boon effect ends.
Alright. You get the boon effect. So you can make one of your attacks a crit. It lasts for as long as you have it. You have the Angerus rune. The rune glows, and then this mystical energy temporarily surrounds you
That is actually clutch.
as you open the
Oh,
door.
wait, hold up. Hold up. Does that mean like I also get the penalties, or do I get the boon?
You get the boon
Or do I get
effect.
both?
You just get the boon
Oh,
effect.
Damn.
You don't get the bane effect.
Yeah, dude.
This hall is enormous. You can't see the ceiling. You can't even see the walls beyond. There are massive support beams in the center of the room. And it's very, very big indeed. Grand hall. You've never seen anything like it. You start to hear something flying around. And another. And another. Wait, Pavel. You don't get to react that quickly.
I wanted to run away. I'm sorry.
You can run away after we roll initiative. Because
Sorry about that.
flying straight towards you guys are 3 manticores.
Oh.
Shit.
Giant creatures with leonine qualities. They are monsters in every sense of the word. Creatures that have a vaguely humanoid head, the body of a lion, the wings of a dragon, rows of spikes lining its mane and tail. They hover a good distance above the ground, rising up above you all, 50 feet in the air. And they start twirling their tails around, getting ready to just rain down a volley of spikes towards you all. They let out a strange, almost lion-like roar. And they all fly in from different angles, attacking on sight. This one just flies above you and whips its tail down at you. Volleys of tail spikes come at you, Brew. The first lot is a crit for 15 piercing damage.
Okay.
And it whips its tail again. Another 4 piercing damage. And again, those tail spikes miss. As that happens, another one flies around here. Oh, where did their wings go? They're both 50. They're all 50 feet in the air, by the way. And this one just flies in and just unleashes a volley of spikes at you, Pavel. The first lot of spikes hit for 7 piercing damage. The second lot of spikes miss, and the third lot hit you for 7 piercing damage. Scamp.
I am not equipped for this fight.
Don't feel bad. None of us are.
Yeah, we should get out of here.
I'm gonna step up to Brew and hand him a greater potion of healing from my pack.
I will
Not
take
make you down
receive
it
that.
right now, but
That'll be, yeah, just an interactive object to do that.
Hand off. Thank you.
and then I'm gonna run away. So diagonals are 5, right?
Yeah, unless you go through a wall or a tree or something. Yeah, generally 5 feet.
And then interact with object isn't an action, right? So
No,
I'm gonna
it's
dash.
free. Brew.
Yeah, I don't think we can win this fight. So I'm just gonna move back to the door. Is it possible to ready, like, to somehow ready an action, and the action being when everybody's through the door that I shut the door?
Yeah, you can. Guys, we're gonna have to take a 10-minute bio break now.
Cool.
I'm sorry, I got a delivery at the door, and I was sort of waiting to take the break when that came. So we need to take the break anyway. I will see you guys
Perfect.
in 10 minutes.
Alrighty.
No worries.
Later.
Sorry to cut you short there, Brew. We'll be back soon anyway.
Okay, while
Alright.
Sub's gone, does anyone else kind of go like, "Oh shit, we normally could take this, but we are so spent right now we can't do it."
Dude, I can't even use my
Exactly.
bow, so I can't hit them at like 50 feet up.
I have 0 spells.
I have a single spell slot left. I've been saving it for a shield at the critical moment.
Yeah. Normally, I think we would have a good fight with these guys, but right now, it would be dangerous.
We've had a lot of combat since our last long rest. It's kind of been insane.
Well, I will say we've kind of been a little frivolous with spell slot usage, but it's been all within like I think character ideology. Like it's just I feel like now
We're getting used
all
to it.
I know I feel like I'm like, oh yeah, if we want to rest, whatever, but at the same time I understand like we're underground, we can't really tell what time of day it is. And when he's like, oh yeah, it's only like noon, I'm like, oh.
Yeah, I agree. There's always room to like tighten up. Like I'm like, okay, well, maybe I didn't need to rage there either, right? Like it's, yeah. I mean, we're learning sort of how to use our resources, that kind of thing.
It is definitely a learning process. I normally
Well-
try to limit myself to like 2, maybe 3 per combat, but obviously I need to cut that back even more.
Well, I know Roland and Pavel have both played with Seb before. If you guys haven't played with Seb before, Seb is, as a DM, fairly big on the idea that he likes to really force long rests out rather than making them readily available.
Yep.
It
So
definitely
and
heightens the tension, which is cool.
Oh yeah.
Oh no, I appreciate it from a gameplay standpoint. I find it a much more enjoyable experience and a much more I don't know if you want to call it lifelike experience, but it's much more of a oh shit, yeah, you gotta actually pay attention and not
Yeah,
having
and
to
it forces
solve.
you to.
But it's definitely a learning process because I haven't played with him before. This is my first game with him, and the other games I play in are a lot more lax with long rests, which kind of makes it feel very less difficult.
Easy
really.
mode. I call it easy mode versus
Yeah.
hard mode.
Never run
balance
a
is
risk
important.
of like
Yeah.
running out of spells and stuff. Anyway, I need to get up and go get a drink before the 5 minutes is up.
Yeah, me too. Be right back.
I had an announcement to make.
I'm listening. What's up?
So, I'm sad to say this. I really am. But next month, 26th, I'll be gone from this game and the other game I'm playing with due to work reasons. I'm going to Alaska for work, and you guys won't probably see me for 4 to 6 months.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Saddens me to say, but I already told Tyler. I don't have to say it again and again and again. So that's why I probably should have said it all at once. But yeah.
I would just
So
probably all you need to do is post it in the chat. Everybody can read it.
I feel it's more personal when they speak to someone about it.
No, I completely get that. So whenever everybody says they're back, you can say it. But no, I mean, like, I actually used to live in Alaska. Like, I hope you have a good time.
Thank you.
Like,
Yeah.
Alaska is actually really beautiful as a place, physically speaking. Like the actual like landscape and whatnot.
Yeah, the wilderness. I'm going to Juneau.
Okay, so Southern Alaska, for the most part, Juneau's all right. It still feels very city-esque, but are you an outdoorsy person?
Yeah.
You'll have a blast then. There's lots of good hiking in the area. There's within about an hour or two drive, you've got some really beautiful scenery, really good photo op kind of area. And you're like right there at the Canadian border. So there's, I think, like at least 2 or 3 Canadian towns within driving distance of Juneau that are worth visiting just for like, hey, I feel like I've gone to a different country, but I'm not actually going that far.
You knew a lot.
Yeah. No, like I said, I lived there for 3 years. I lived in Anchorage and Fairbanks.
Sweet. I'm gonna be basically I'm gonna be on top of a glacier for like most of the time and only have a day and maybe 16 hours off when I'm on base camp, so I get to explore Juneau and stuff. But other than that, I'm probably just gonna be mostly working because I'm gonna be in a remote location for like most of the time.
What are you gonna be? If you don't mind me ask, what are you gonna be doing?
Tourism kind of. It's a glacier. I'm gonna be top of a glacier. Like a big mountain glacier. I mean, a giant like mountain of ice basically. And I'm just gonna be
guide.
yeah, basically tour guide with like a dog musher, and taking pictures for people. You know, like telling like providing customer service and all this sort of stuff.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, I do hope you enjoy it because, like, there's one of those that I feel a lot of people don't get a chance to go to very often, unless they just make it a point to go there. So,
Hey guys, I'm back.
I
Sorry
just want
for
to make it known that I'm really gonna miss you guys.
we will miss you too.
sorry for
Are you there,
stopping. So
Brew, or were you just not speaking because of the thing?
hey guys,
What's up?
sorry for stopping so abruptly. Then
Hey, it's cool.
is everyone back? Dinar, are you there?
She went to go get a drink.
Okay. Gray, Mr. Brew. He must be AFK. We'll just wait another minute or two until these guys get back. Maybe Brew's muted and he doesn't even know it, and he's been talking to himself the whole time, explaining to us the meaning of life. Never able to repeat it.
That'd be cool.
That'd be
42.
cool. Whenever you're ready, Brew. Whenever you're there. It's your turn. And do this.
Take your time. Plan out everything. Calculations running through your head.
I just realized Sunry like posted a photo of the.
The vampire claws? Yeah, I saw that too.
I mean, that's exactly what I was thinking of. Not at all far off from what I was like picturing in my mind.
That's some random picture I found
on
on
vampire.
I think Brew was going to move up and ready in action to close the door, right?
Yeah, that's what he said. He's gonna probably move to like here or like here.
Let's
to shut the door once everybody was through.
Let's have him do that then. He moves there, get ready to shut the door. Nox.
My ass is going to just say, "Run, you fools!" And I will. I'm not even gonna try hitting these things right now. I don't want to provoke them too much. I'm just gonna dead sprint.
I see Scamp's already like ran. Completely missed that. Nox. Oh,
Sorry, I'm back.
no problem. I just had you you move to the door and ready to close it.
Beauty. Thank you. That's exactly what I wanted. Thank you.
Rolling.
close. I'll begin to run out of the door. I'll use my movement to get there. Then I'll turn and I'll say, Pavel, I believe it's time to go. Mantle of Inspiration. 8 temp hit points to everybody. And you can move if you so choose as for your reaction.
Are you there, Pavel?
Yeah, I'm using push to talk because you said the electricity was annoying.
Sort of gone now, though.
Well, as soon as he's through, Brew would have shut the doors.
Push to talk.
No, I can't hear that staticky noise anymore, Pavel. I don't know what it was, but it's gone now. Alright, you move through and then Brew quickly grabs the door and slams them shut. And you just hear this tuk, 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 like a heap of spikes just slammed against the door as you closed it.
Right, somebody got that chalk handy?
Well, I would have to say that room is a big no for a while. Good lord.
Okay, noted.
Level 10.
We will fight him when we're level 10.
If we come back at level 10, we would rip them apart.
Good rest, and I think we'd do alright.
If we were at full health, maybe. Full health, ready to go with spells, all that. We've had a long day so far, and it's not over.
I'm getting calluses from holding this sword so long.
Poor Pavel. Alright, you guys double back along the statue passageway, and eventually you'll come back to the room where the failed actors were residing. But it also does continue on further to the west.
Pavel, I do have to say though that if your hand cannot move from the sword, then you're probably not getting calluses. Just because there's no friction there.
The hallway to the west is lined with 6 pillars, each pillar pockmarked with tiny indentations. Little round indentations or diamond indentations. Very finely cut. There is an alcove off to the north, and the corridor continues further on to the west.
Roland, I'm not very smart. I do not know about friction. All I know is that I am tired of holding the sword, and I open this door.
It is a room where the former vampires were residing. There are a couple of lanterns glowing, still burning, hanging from chains above the table, illuminating the room, and there are packs with makeup and pigments, props strewn across the table.
They really did like their makeup, didn't they?
Yes,
A lot.
They did. They're not very good at it, but they did like it.
Whoop, whoop, whoop.
Alright,
There's a dead body here.
there is. At first you think it's like a very tall goblin because of the green skin. But upon closer inspection you realize that the skin is actually rotten. It's a dead human. Maggots writhe and crawl in the crevices of his maggot-eaten flesh.
Yeah.
He lay
That's
there
quite
with a
disgusting.
scimitar, a light crossbow strewn at the ground near his hands, and a money pouch still tucked onto his belt. But the pouch has been turned inside out.
maybe a victim of the spiders that were around here. I mean, he seems to be. He seems to have the same type of gear as the Undertaker gentleman. They did say they had runes with them. All right.
I don't think I'm
Continuing
gonna
on.
touch him. Anybody
Yeah,
gonna touch
let's
him?
just go. Nah, I'm not touching a dead body.
Did we bring a 10-foot pole? This is.
I have a 5-foot pole.
Well,
Poke it with a stick. Poke it. I'll poke it.
poke the
Give me the
dead
stick.
body.
I'm gonna try and poke the body with my 5-foot pole.
Alright, as you poke it, the flesh just melts away, and the stick just goes straight through it, and then maggots just fall out and start writhing on the ground. Like, the stench is abhorrent.
I druidcraft the smell of flowers around me.
And now the corpse smells like flowers.
Roland starts dry heaving a little bit, and then he's gonna get where he can't see that anymore. That was very disgusting. Nox, why did you poke the thing?
Because we told him. Because he's cool.
I
I see
believe
something
there's
I
some.
don't like.
Pavel, correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't there some sort of farmer's saying something about cats and curiosity, something like that?
Yeah. The cat's in the cradle and the silver spoon. Right? That's what we're talking about.
Wrong
Not
cat.
at all.
Curious cat always wins? Is that it?
Not
Curious cat
at
always
all. No,
Curious
never
cats
mind.
have 9 lives.
Oh,
Ah.
that's not even. Okay, whatever. What is this?
You see,
Roland, I know what you're getting, but you do realize that satisfaction brought him back, right?
there is a suit of plate mail sitting in this alcove, and where the head would go, someone has put a pumpkin there, and the pumpkin is broken and rotten, and the armor itself is heavily degraded. It's actually broken apart, the metal buckled and rusted to the point of being completely non-valuable.
I run my hands along the wall.
Smooth,
Pushing.
very smooth, so smooth,
All of them? All of these?
smooth,
Damn it.
smooth.
Perception.
Make a perception check. It does look like these halls were plundered long ago from the many adventurers before you all. There's nothing there, Pavel.
Do the little divots in these things, these columns, look like they used to hold gemstones that were probably like picked clean?
You would say so. Every single one pried from its socket.
Oh,
Roland,
that's,
scan.
I thought of that. What?
There we
On
go.
our way, Pavel. Okay.
I want you guys to be okay. I open this door.
Alright. You push this door open, and when you do, skulls pile out. Hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of skulls just fall out, just completely covering you.
This is not a very pleasant place.
If I was not disturbed, I would
Good
go in there
lord.
and search inside.
They spill out all
But,
into the hallway.
That is a lot of skulls. Pavel,
Yeah?
never mind.
There is like
go inside.
thousands of skulls, and the room itself is just like a 10-foot square room, and it's still half filled full, and they just keep tumbling out and out and out and just fall out everywhere all over the ground, spilling into the hallway.
I go into the closet itself and search the floor.
Make a athletics check to try and like swim through the skulls.
Alright, I will swim through the skulls.
Alright, you manage to like push the skulls away and you get buried deeper and deeper and deeper, and you finally like get down to where the floor is, and like you can barely see like more than just a small portion of the ground. Make a perception check at disadvantage. It's very hard to move, and from what you can tell, it's just a smooth stone floor, and there's got to be like thousands of skulls in here. As you like
This is my home now.
disturb them more, just keep piling out and falling from the pile in the closet.
This is my home now.
You know, I have to wonder, how did they close the door in the first place? It's actually rather impressive.
Do the skulls all look like they've been like cleaned, or do they all look like they
No.
died the same way?
They're not like bleached or anything like that from sun. They are in various states of degradation, and they seem to be wide, horned, all sorts of humanoids, all in various states of decay, and it's very, very macabre.
This is rather disturbing.
Kind of an odd collection to keep.
I pick up one and just hold it out in front of me. Oh, poor Yoris. I knew him not so much, but you know, whatever. And just toss the skull back in.
So would it be any kind of check to like climb over the skulls to get to the other side? Or...
No. You can
Okay,
just
it's
wade
just-
through. Just takes a bit of time.
As soon as I'm on the other side, I immediately begin prestidigitating myself clean. I'm sure there's pieces of nastiness on me.
You get covered in this gross sort of dust. And
I'm still in here.
as you move forward, you come to a dead end. Pavel's gone, never to be seen again.
Alright, everyone, you know the drills? Sorry about that, Scam.
Searching.
Yeah, I'm
gonna
just
check
looking.
for secret doors.
Everyone make a perception check.
Hey, Scamp, I believe in you. Oh, I was gonna give you bardic inspiration, but
Oh,
Do you want to use inspiration, Scamp?
sure.
Do it, do it!
That's what, a 1d8? 6?
it's a D8 right now. Yeah.
21. You guys look around and you don't see anything. No secret doors. But as Roland gives you those words of inspiration, Scamp, you think, hey, he does believe in me. And then you can see a seam in the wall, here and here, in a square outline.
I think there is a secret door in the north wall. I see
Here?
seams here and here.
Okay. I slide the seams.
You slide them and you shift the wall into the wall to your right, and it reveals a cobweb strewn room. A pretty small room. There is a green copper helm with a protective visor lying on the floor, and against the back wall, atop a marble riser, is a slender throne, also made of the same green copper and also covered in cobwebs.
Alright, who has fire?
I just
Produce fire.
fireballed it. The cobweb.
Alright, you burn them away. And the webs instantly recede.
I know what must be done. I think. I grab the copper helmet. Okay.
Pavel, what are you doing?
Sitting down again, because I need to check if there's hidden stuff here.
The last time you sat down, you were attacked by snakes.
Don't worry, I still feel like I got
Yes,
one
I
more
did.
charge in me.
Alright, Pavel, you
I haven't sat on it yet.
put the
But planning to though.
helm on, and you shift the visor up so you can see your companions. Maybe for the last time.
Oh no!
Be great if the helm got stuck on your head too.
Don't give me ideas.
Cookie
Is
jar.
it stuck there?
It's not stuck. It gets a little bit stuck, but at first you think it's a curse, and you realize it's just sort of stuck. It's a bit small.
Oh, I take it off then.
Alright, you take it off.
First of all, I guess I'll put the helmet on the chair just to be safe.
Alright, you put the helmet on the chair. Strikingly remarkable. It's the exact same tint, material. Green copper.
Is it like elvish, dwarvish
Make a
construction?
history check. You would think that it's dwarven made, Nox, from what diagrams you've seen or read about. Wait, did that firebolt just come out then for you guys? Did you just get firebolt? Yeah, because I clicked that like 2 minutes ago.
Oh,
no. That happened
I saw it when it happened.
Oh, it like lagged for me.
I saw it
Like,
happen.
must have really lagged for me because it just came out then. That's funny.
All right,
Anyway.
I'd like to inspect the chair just for anything like dangerous, I guess.
Make a perception check, Pavel. It's a green throne. It's probably pretty heavy. Made from copper, so it's metallic.
I want to see if the chair will move at all.
Yes, the chair could move. It must weigh several thousand pounds, though.
All right, guys. Tell mom, my dad, I love them, in case anything happens. So I put on the helmet and I sit on the chair.
Alright, when you do that, suddenly a little slit in the roof opens up and something shoots directly at your head, Pavel.
I have the helmet on.
It is a wand. It boops you on the head and then falls to the ground.
I want to run forward and grab it.
It's quite an ornate looking wand. It's made from polished wood. It has a spiral-like design, and the head of the wand has a little keystone carved into it of an elvish image. A little rune or something.
Nice work, Basil.
Ooh, Pavel, you
Yeah.
found
The,
the fancy thing.
When the wand hits your head, it like causes the visor to slam down. And you can't,
Guys,
you can't
oh God,
get
am I
it
dead?
open. You can't get it open, Pavel.
Are you seriously?
You try to open it, it's not opening. You can't see.
I can't. I'm blind.
Just take off the helmet, Pavel. Just take it
Okay,
off.
take off the helmet.
You just take it off. It looks like the visor's stuck into the down position, but you can take the helmet off.
Sometimes the simplest answer is the right answer.
Yeah, I figured it out. It just felt so familiar to me, like a past life of myself somehow ended up in a similar situation. Hint, hint.
But, well, regardless, good work. And I'll kind of like pat him on the shoulder.
I get rolling a
So-
hug.
So we still do not have the identify spell, do we not? No? Okay. Well
I
then.
don't believe so.
Make a note where you got that one from. Just say like the green throne or something, in case it's like a while till you identify it. I don't know when you identify it, but that way I'll know where it came from.
Onward.
Oh,
We
yeah,
should probably get to that bronze mask. Sorry about that.
Yeah, it's like, oh, you know that
Bronze
thing
mask.
we got at that place? We want to identify it?
Yeah.
You know, that thing we got
Don't worry.
like 20 sessions ago? Yeah, that thing? We forgot
Magic
all about
wands? I'm all about that shit. I've got that tucked away in my belt.
And I'll make a note that you have it.
I say I have it listed as Wand of Green Throne Room.
Wand of Green Throne Room. Okay, you guys find it still was a dead end, and you'll double back now, and you'll be faced with a choice to go and head back to the Manticore room or backtrack all the way to the beginning and take a different turn.
Well,
Same beginning.
Let's track back to the statue. Not the statue. Was
The
it a
pillar
statue
room?
it was
The carving?
Visage.
Yeah, the
All right,
carving.
I'll move you guys back there. You won't encounter
Alright,
anything.
everyone group together.
Group hug.
Group hug. So we can teleport.
Ready and. Chaza.
Mass teleportation.
Whoa.
You'll
9th level spell.
head to the south. Oh, looks like Scamp got. I'm just gonna move you, Scamp.
Stayed.
So you'll head back through
You're
the
so tall.
forest of pillars, through the rough-hewn cavern, past the headless naked woman statue, and eventually into the unscrupulously clean gelatinous cube hallway. You come across the carving that tells you to.
Bronze mask.
All right. When you do that, suddenly
Oh, I had it. But okay.
a glowing. It looks like he snatched it off you, Pavel. How rude.
Yeah.
A glowing energy, a misty curtain appears in the wall as a portal opens up.
Does only he see that, or can everybody see that?
Everyone sees it.
Did you say a portal?
A portal.
I
Right
just
there.
stick my finger in the portal.
You are teleported in. You're completely
What?
teleported away.
It's like Stargate. You
And?
can't just stick a finger in it.
Just hold up there, Pavel. You guys see Pavel stick his finger in the portal, and it's just, you feel very light and very cold, Pavel, and then you disappear from view.
Well,
Well,
that's
shit.
Guess we're going in.
I guess so. Looking
well,
forward.
Brew, if you don't mind, you are a bit beefier than me.
I stick my belly in.
Belly first.
You're whisked away, bro.
Bruce.
And everyone else is going to go in, I presume. Does anyone specifically
Yeah, I'll
not
go
want to?
last because I'm wearing the mask. I don't want it
Alright.
to like disappear before.
Well, I hope you guys all have new characters, because it's instant death. No, I'm joking.
Fuck, you scared me, honestly.
Alright,
I've been
so-
working on something.
I needed a ranger anyway.
Alright, you guys
This looks
head into
not
this portal.
great either.
And you come to a 30-foot square, relatively featureless room. The first thing you notice is the other half of the 5-foot pole is laying on the ground.
Oh.
There is another misty portal set into the south wall, presumably a way to get out from the way that you just came in. And there is a framed portrait hanging against the back wall. It's upside down, and it's of a crazed man. He has a wild white beard and a strange robe that has many eyes and many mouths on it. And the same man sits in a high-backed oak throne, scrutinizing you all. He looks like this, and he addresses you immediately. Well, don't just stand there like a boob. Ask me 3 questions about Undermountain. 2 of my answers will be true, and 1 will be false. And he sort of has this hunch back, and he leans in close, one arm resting on the throne, just giving you all a leer.
Well,
Do you really have Nether Skull at the end of your mountain, or near the end of your mountain?
No! Where did you hear that tale? Lies!
before we go asking any more questions, fellows and lady, maybe we should deliberate?
Yeah.
Look, it was a rumor that I really wanted to know the answer to.
Well, hurry up with your deliberations. I don't have all day. I have much to do here, as you can see. I'm a busy man.
I was just about to ask the question. I'm glad I did not. Scamp, I believe that you had something that you were really wanting to know about this place, correct?
I'm searching for some sort of an artifact that could potentially regrow or heal a grove that was maybe burned down. I could ask if there's something like that in here, if you guys wouldn't mind.
You need to be very careful how you word the question.
I'm open to suggestions. I'm probably not very good at wording things.
No, I think your word thing is fine. You just need to think about it hard before you speak it.
Come on, then. Stop dilly-dallying and kerfuffling about.
There's no dilly-dallying or kerfuffling. We're still deliberating.
I'm still deliberating. Hurry up.
Okay.
Oh, these wretched, puny, judge of freaking faggot, chicken frown,
He's going full Yosemite Sam. That's awesome.
We could potentially confirm how that gate stone works, for sure.
Oh, yes, that is actually a very good question.
Ask that one.
Alright, sir?
Yes, enough of your formalities.
Well, do you have the gate stone, like, out, Nox? Like, in your hand?
I can pull one out, yeah, sure.
Yeah. This thing that my compatriot here is holding, how exactly does it work?
That thing. That old thing that's a gate stone. You can measure your power with it. And if your power measures up to the gate, you'll be allowed passage beyond. One more question.
Nox, what was the answer to his first question? Your question?
I asked him if the Death Tyrant Nether Skull is at the end of the towers, basically. He said no.
Okay.
But he did also say that one of these things will be a lie.
Exactly. Well, Scam, would you like to ask your question? Unless someone else has something else, and I'm not particularly curious about anything in particular.
You want me to ask a question for you, Scam?
I mean, if we're exploring anyway, then I'm sure we'll come across something. I would hate to waste a question on something that we'll probably run across anyhow.
Well, I suppose that's correct.
Come on.
Like,
should I just
magic
ask him?
items.
Well, I was gonna say, should I just ask him what the most powerful magic item he has stored away in the Great Halls of Undermountain is?
Or maybe
Cool
how
enough.
to get it.
Where does one find the most powerful magic item in all of Undermountain?
You'll find that in my lair! And then he explodes into ice and snow.
Oh, that.
What the?
Oh, can I make a some kind of check to see if I know what that was?
Sure.
I mean, I as a player know what that is, but okay.
It is a simulacrum a icy clone. And judging from what that man said, it was a simulacrum of Alistair Blackcloak himself, aka the Mad Mage.
Well,
Alistair Blackcloak.
it's a very
That-
interesting first meeting.
That cloak just makes me think straight up. What is it? The
I don't know.
Agra and Black Crystal.
no, the alchemist from anime, like the
Ed for Full Metal Alchemist.
yeah, Full Metal.
No, someone else?
Full Metal Alchemist, like the actual like alchemist stone, like darkness.
Talking about the dwarf in the flask?
Kind of, but yeah, never mind. Don't worry about it.
So this painting it is upside down
Yeah.
right now. Can I turn it right side up?
Sure.
Yeah, I will do that.
In the exact likeness of that man that you just conversed with.
I didn't really think it would do anything, but well, it looks better that way.
So this is where the portal get out is, right?
That's right. You can just step back through.
All right, so
Alright,
3
I go through.
questions, two truths and a lie. Guess we'll hold on to all of those answers, and guess we'll find out what the lie is.
I'm thinking maybe the Nether Skull answer was
I'm
the
thinking-
lie.
No. You're hoping the Nether Skull.
What's
I
another
choose to
skull?
believe. I choose to put my faith in things that I hope to be true rather than things that I fear to be true. So,
Pavel, the Nether Skull is said to be a death tyrant, a lich version of a beholder.
Ah,
not something you want to run across. Let's put it that way. So,
where should we go now?
yes, where to now? I don't believe that we're ready to take on those manticores yet, but
I think the only other option we have is either out or down those stairs then.
Okay, go to the second floor.
Go floor number 2, or we can head back up, replenish our supplies, sell things, and then head back down.
Has the day moved on yet? Could we take a long rest and then go tackle those manticores?
You're not really sure what time it is. You don't feel particularly tired though. You are getting a little bit hungry. But that may be
It's
just
probably
normal.
around like 5.
That might just be normal for you, Brew.
Right,
Who's
yeah,
always
exactly.
hungry? That's my secret, Cap. I'm always hungry.
You don't
I
feel
say,
that you don't feel like it's dinner time yet. Put it that way.
I feel like we should go downstairs to the second floor. We can't find a Manticore. Like, I mean, you guys can hurl spells at it, but actually, yeah, that'll be good. So probably we should take a long rest so you guys can hurl spells at it, unless they're magically resistant.
Well, we can always come back to it. And honestly, I do not want to go out yet, because, well, we've only been in here a day and a half, and well, we're heroes. I mean, we're not supposed to come back up that quick.
This will lead you to the dead end of the gelatinous cube passage.
I think we went the wrong way.
You guys want to go down to the second floor?
Yes.
That's what I would want to do.
Yes.
All right, I'm going to move you guys down there. You won't encounter anything on the way. And I want everyone to add 1 week of downtime because you reach level 2.
Cool.
Oh, and well, I mean, you can tell me about it later, Seb. But you never told me what came of my downtime that I spent. Before we
what
started.
did you do?
I did we have 4 weeks?
Yeah,
I
4
think
weeks.
I bought the bag of holding with 1 week, and then I worked another week, and then I caroused the other 2, I believe. And I rolled pretty well on the carousing weeks.
You would have earned some allied contacts.
Yeah, I mean, we can talk about it later. It's not a big deal. They're not going to be able to help me down here anyway. I just
Sure. They're just like favors
yeah.
that you can call upon. I'd say that they're probably like no one in particular at this stage, but you could make it into someone that you know or something like that. But you can.
So is it just like really, really dark down here?
Oh yes, there's no lights whatsoever.
My vision range got a lot smaller.
Oh yes, actually, let me fix that up. It's because I've rescaled this
That's
page.
why I was asking if there's like fog or something.
All right, so this like you guys go down those stairs and you follow them down there for several hundred feet, and then eventually you'll arrive at the landing here. And you guys should be able to see better now, right? Or did I just mess it up completely?
I have nothing but.
I see my
circle.
token.
I made it even worse.
Yeah, I can't see anything.
There we go. Everyone gets Dragon Ball Z auras.
Whoa!
Oh yeah.
It'll go away once you move. Alright,
There you go.
welcome to level 2 of Undermountain, known as the Arcane Chambers.
I don't like that artwork. Those are rust
Lobster pit
monsters.
fighting.
What's a rust
Those are
monster?
rust monsters. I don't like rust monsters.
Alright, you must be like 500 feet below the surface of the earth at this stage. You are deep within these limestone halls. And you'll keep going down until you come to an intersection where you can hear someone banging and clashing and voices.
Do they sound like language we've already heard?
Make a history check. I don't think anyone knows the language. You're not really sure, Nox.
It's goblin. Let's be real.
You could guess, but you can't be certain. As you peer around this corner, you see detritus piled in the room. All sorts of crap, trash and debris, broken pots, frayed bits of metal and wood, and it looks like a garbage heap. The place has a bit of an odor, and you can hear this very loud, like, clanging, like someone's building something. The noise is echoing to the north, and you can hear a chorus of dozens of voices.
Maybe we should sneak up there.
Well, I was gonna say, are the voices coming from here?
Yeah,
or down?
The voices
here?
are flowing from the northeast. To the south, you hear nothing.
All right. I want to tell everybody to put my finger up to my mouth, kind of in the universal shh moment, and just say, "I'll be right back."
The walls also have a bit of a feature in this trash-filled room. There are bas-reliefs of dwarves carrying supplies and going to work, but someone has vandalized these depictions. The dwarves' faces have been chipped away and replaced with cartoonish goblin heads drawn with charcoal and chalk.
Okay. I would like to try and sneak up to this corner here.
Make
in
a
front of
stealth
the
check.
group.
Alright, you creep up, trying to stick close to the wall and making as little noise as possible, and you can just hear this very loud, persistent banging, and shuffling, and voices, and there's some sort of construction going on undoubtedly up that way, and then this is the area where the chorus of voices come from, little gangly goblinoid voices.
Okay. Can I try and sneak up to this corner?
Yeah, you can move up.
Do I need to make another stealth check?
Nope, you keep the same one.
Can I change into a wolf and sneakily pad behind Nox?
Sure. Let me give you a wild shape.
As soon as you turn into the wolf, Roland just kind of looks at you like, you know, every time I see it, I'm more impressed. It's a very good trick.
Tail wag.
Alright, Nox. And Scamp as a wolf. I swear I dragged it on. Where did you go? I think I need to reload my page. It's sort of like busted up at the moment. Like all sorts of glitches happening.
I'm actually pretty stealthy too. I'll drop my torch and then try to stealth up behind those guys.
Okay. So you didn't get your wolf token, Scamp. Where did it go?
I don't know.
My page is like going crazy. I'm in the process of reloading at the moment.
It's been doing that to me lately too. I've had to reload kind of like 3 hours into the session to get it to stop.
There we go. You're a wolf now, Scamp. Alright, you guys
I
creep
lost
up.
my dark vision.
You did.
Do I lose it even though it was with a spell?
Oh, no, not if it was from the spell. How long does that spell last for again?
8 hours.
Did you cast it in the morning?
I cast it, yeah, in the morning.
It has run out. About now.
Oh, then
It's been at least, yeah, it's been just over 8 hours. You don't have to wild shape if you didn't know that, and you would have, yeah, Scamp would have realized that it had run out. Well, very obviously because she couldn't see anymore. So you can like take the wild shape back.
Okay, so I'll do that then, and I'll have produce flame instead.
It would have run out about 30 minutes ago, so that's a good indication of what time it is.
I'll hang back too then.
Okay. All right, Nox, you creep around the corner and you're amazed by what you see. Although, wait, do you even have dark vision?
Yeah. Okay. Dark.
All right. Although you see in black and white, you can see first of all a grand hall. There are pillars going from floor to ceiling. The ceiling is 20 feet high, and you can see. Sorry, not 20 feet high, it's 60 feet high. You can just see the ceiling. Market stalls here. There are vendor stalls in between these pillars, and there are stalls, tables set up, all sorts of equipment, foodstuffs, and goblins tending to the markets. And from what you can see, there's maybe 6 goblins, but you can hear many, many more. You suggest their numbers are in the dozens.
Okay, I will. To move back, would I use the same stealth roll or move?
Yeah, you don't
roll.
You don't roll again unless you like attack or something.
All right, I'm gonna kind of slink back against the wall and come back to the group. I do believe we've found a goblin market.
That seems delightfully paradoxical. Goblin market? Are you sure?
Well, I mean, I cannot get obviously too close, but from what I can tell, yes.
Do they seem civil?
Well, I did not ask them to tea, but maybe you could have a better chance.
How many goblins did you see?
I kind of like do the whole like count up my fingers a couple of times.
That's many.
There is not a really good way to count that many people.
Right. I hate to sound like a coward or anything, but maybe we pass the spy for now. I mean, are we equipped to
Very
handle?
possible.
I mean, goblins are again they're not that difficult to handle, but in large groups, they become much more difficult to handle.
Maybe they just want to trade.
It's possible.
Alright, as you guys are standing around there, you just hear a goblin coming towards you.
Singing a little song.
And he's just got like a big pile of like wood in his hand. And you're able to like get away without him seeing you, Nox. And he just like stops and just unloads a big pile of crap into this room and then scratches himself. Nibbles on his own hand, and then he just like scrounges around in a pile of like what looks like rotten meat, and he pulls out this like little rat and just starts chewing on it, and then he just sort of scratches his belly a little bit, yawns, and then he's got like a little pack on. He's got a belt with these like crude looking tools, hammers and chisels. And he pulls out a bit of charcoal. And he just starts like drawing on one of the defaced frescoes. Gobblegut.
If we want to talk to one of them, now is the time. He's alone.
Can anyone speak Goblin?
Starts walking away.
Before it gets too far, I'm going to
Firebolt him. I'm joking.
No, I'm actually going to try to cast friend.
Murderer!
Okay. That startles him, and he turns to you. And sees you there.
I've got both hands up, and I want to reach into my belt and pull out a gold piece, a dragon, and just like hold it up, kind of like, hey, look at this shiny.
Make a persuasion check with advantage, Nox.
Sorry, I hit the wrong thing.
He's just one goblin, Nox. Settle down. You don't need to go all out on him.
You coming by from Rustbone Market?
Speaks in common.
Come.
Would,
Free entries. Free entries, you can come. You buy many things. Many good deal. You has friend?
Like to buy and sell, yes.
Yes, come. Coming this way. Come.
Okay. I kind of wave everybody else in.
We not kill you. We good goblin. We selling. We trading. We not smelly Xanathar. Come, Rustbone tribe. Free entry.
And
I bring light.
you bring light. Huh. This is interesting. Huh.
I really appreciate the music change.
Yeah.
Alright, as you guys enter this market hall, there are 8 vendor stalls here. A couple of dozen goblins manning each stall. And they rush you guys. You buy this, you buy this! Holding up random tools, weapons, pieces of armor, potions.
Buy, 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 buy!
You guys just get swamped.
You come my shop! My shop the best! No! Sam Smockles! Sam Smockles foods! You hungry? You eat? You like food? Me has! You buy from me! Come! Good deal! Me how to deal any other! You can buy mine! Buy mine!
Just out of curiosity, because he looks different, what is this guy?
This is Sam Smockle.
Me Sam Smockle!
He just looks like another goblin, but maybe has a bit more of a personality than the others.
Oh, fair enough.
Is
Alright.
he the food vendor?
So, well, the foods are questionable.
Yes, come, come!
Yeah, he's a food vendor.
Me has special meat! You like meat? Me sell meat!
He is long pig.
He points to like this questionable food.
This is meat!
What type of meat?
Meat! It is meat!
Scamp, I do
What do you
believe
mean,
that
what
the
type?
Goblins view any living thing as meat, so, you could be eating a former adventurer, or...
Don't worry, it's not baby. Me already eats that before. Yummy.
Where did you get the meat?
Me? Me catch it. Running around.
We'll only accept cage-free, locally sourced.
What you saying? Speaking, come in.
No pesticides, anything of that nature.
You're looking for the hipster goblin.
Alright, so these guys will sell you any armor, shields, weapons, adventuring gear, tools, trade goods, food or drink at 3 times the normal price.
Ooh.
I knew there was a catch in there somewhere.
Whoa.
Didn't know what it was.
You can find all of the stuff and prices in the player's handbook or in these handouts here. They don't have like magic items for sale.
Yeah.
Damn it. I'd like to do one thing and one thing only.
But
Seb.
you could use downtime to try and buy magic items and they could try and procure them for you. It wouldn't be like triple the price either.
Alright, Seb.
Yeah.
Can I do something real quick?
Go on.
Alright, I'd like to reach into my pocket, pull out the pistol, raise it up, and say to the goblins, do any of you have something similar to this?
You catch a couple of their attentions, and one of them just grabs you.
Yes, 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 me has, come, me show you.
Alright, then I follow him.
Alright. You follow him to this little stall here, Pavel, and he's like,
Look, me has many like this.
and he just shows you like some painter's supplies, like smith's tools.
This isn't a pistol. That's something not what I asked for.
No, it's same, look.
And he just like takes a paintbrush.
Same.
No, it's not the same. I'm looking for something that makes a bang once I pull
Oh.
the trigger.
Me see that ones. Show me. Let me looks.
Before
smells
I
it.
do that. Oh, okay, sure. Smell it, but don't grab it.
Alright, he just like licks it.
Yes, me know this one. This one from Xanathar. No. Darky elf. Yes, darky elf. Me can smell it.
It's actually very good.
Yes.
Yeah, what you said was right.
Ugly. Many darky elf. Many kill us. Me no like. You keep it.
And he just throws a paintbrush on the ground at you as well.
Take it.
Okay, but are there more of these? Do you know where I can get them?
Stinky darky elf. No good. No here. Maybe level 3. You'll find it.
Okay, I'm sorry to take up time, guys. Real quick. Then I take out one of the bullet casings and I show it to him. Do you have any of these then?
Yes, he has this one.
And
Ooh.
he have a look. He has bullets for sale.
3 times the normal price, though.
Yep. I have to look up the price of bullets on D&D Beyond.
You get plenty of cheddar.
I think
right now,
I think
though.
it's like
Okay.
30 gold pieces. Like if it's tripled, I think a pack of bullets is 10 GP. Let me take a look
I think
here.
it was.
So
I thought before.
although that they well, all right, so bullets are no, sorry, it's 9 gold pieces for 10. Pavel, that's the inflated price.
I don't want to take enough. I don't want to take up more of you guys' time, so you guys go. I'm gonna go consider things and look for more things.
All right, so although their prices are inflated for selling things, they're actually buying stuff at half price, which is what you usually get. So you can actually sell all of your stuff here for. And
Roland, dump out the pack.
I'll leave you to just sell all the stuff, Roland. I imagine.
Yeah, I'll get all the correct.
The 18 scimitars and whatever else you've got.
Yeah, we have a lot of shit.
The shoddy scimitars, they'll buy for only like 1/4 of the price.
I figured. I will ask. I do want to ask Sam. So Sam, do you see much business down here?
Sometimes business good, but lately Xanathar kill us. We have to fight, but Yech the Tall is a leader. You maybe speak him?
Yes, sure. And where would I find him?
This way. Throne room. Well, lounge rooms.
And there is like a corridor leading to a very brightly lit chamber. To the east, there are torch sconces lining the walls, illuminating the entire area.
There are so many throne rooms in this place.
As you move in,
Oh.
you see bugbears standing as guards in the corner of the rooms. And you see someone familiar captured here. So towards the south of the room, chained up, is a beardless dwarf. He's very badly beaten and bruised. It looks like he's not in very good condition. And chained next to him is this guy,
The Revenant?
Haleth. He is bound with manacles. And he looks up to see you all. The bugbears like stand over him, and as he tries to like shift his change, you see the bugbear just clock him in the head with a morning star. And towards the north of the room, you see a handsome man wearing a golden circlet on his brow. He's lounging around on a mound of cushions, chomping on an apple, while another goblin fans him down with a palm leaf. Ah, hello there, my friends. Please, come forward. Come before me.
Yes, of course.
Welcome to the Rustbone tribe. I am Yech the Tall. I am the leader of these goblins. And he looks like a half-elf.
I was gonna say he does not look like a goblin.
He's just
You're
sort of
a
like,
How
goblin.
tall is he?
he looks to
actually?
be 6 feet tall. And he's just like lounging around, a smile on his face. And he like tosses the apple core behind him, and a goblin like rushes to pick it up and then quickly places another apple in his hand as he doesn't even break gaze with you all. Good, my little toadies. What have my toadies brung me today? Oh, you are a pretty lot.
Nox will bow deeply and be like, "Oh, thank you. We are here as guests, obviously. We would like to we come to trade and barter what we can."
Oh, I like
moving
you.
on.
Such formalities. And do your friends share the same formalities? Would you give me a bow?
I bow to the good sir.
I'll bow.
Oh, I thank you. You're most
I'll do a
welcome
very-
here, my compatriots.
Like flourishing bow, if I can.
Oh, good. What brings you this way? You're far from the surface.
Well, I'm sure you'll get your fair share of people coming down here to delve into the riches that is Undermountain.
Why?
I do claim to.
We do get our travelers, but we have not had many in the past coming weeks. Business has become stagnant. It's those dastardly Xanathar Guild members. They accost anyone who comes near us. We've had to fight off many attacks by them.
Well, I would say if they were on the first floor, then we've probably expunged quite a number of them.
That is excellent news. No wonder they haven't attacked us. Are you saying the stairs are clear?
Yes.
They were when we came down, yes.
Oh, I'll certainly have to work on establishing that area then. Thank you for that. I don't have anything I can repay you with for the favor, but you look weary. I could certainly host you for the night if you wish.
That would be most hospitable.
Oh, excellent.
you.
Sam!
Me Sam Smorkle.
Show them to the dungeons. Oh, don't get the wrong idea. It's the only available space we have, of course. I wouldn't make you sleep in the gibbets. You can use your bedrolls and lay them out.
I left mine at home.
All right, as long as we don't get locked in, I'm...
Oh, don't worry. There's no door to the dungeon. I hang my prisoners by iron gibbets. Just make sure you don't roll over onto a piece of torture equipment, of course.
Ah, yes, the rusty torture equipment it can do quite a number on you if you're not careful.
Well, goodo. Please feel free to peruse the many market stalls we have and shop with your finest coin. Now, I am a busy man building my stage and whatnot, so I'll leave you to it. Perhaps we can talk again in the morning after you've rested.
Yes, that would be most appreciated, Yech.
Come, me Sam Smorkle. You come this ways.
One quick question, if you don't mind.
Oh.
The fellow
Oh, yes.
down there chained up, what did he do?
Why, he barged in here, killed 2 of my toadies, and attempted to bludgeon one of my prisoners to death. It took all 4 of my bugbear guards to restrain this hulk. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with him yet. Do you know him?
I kind of like whistle over at Scamp and just kind of shake my head like, no.
He like
As subtly as I can.
he like also murmurs to Nox, "Help me."
I wave at him, kind of the universal, like, we will get to that. Like, don't draw attention right now.
Bugbear hits him again.
Hurrah!
And the other like dwarf is basically just like unconscious.
Why? I can't say I know him. I was just curious.
Oh, good. We're probably going to execute him. Now, have a good night, all.
Well, if you are going to have an execution, I mean, they're typically good public display. Please do not do so without letting us watch, at least.
Very well. Now, I dismiss you all. Enough of this.
Thank you very much.
Take them to their room, Sam. And he starts to get very impatient very quickly.
I'll give another bow and kind of and back away rather than just turn around. And once I'm a little ways away, then I'll turn around.
As we're walking, I'll just let Scamp know I did not mean to dissuade you from telling the truth, but in situations like this, you need to be careful on what you say, to who you say.
Well, I wasn't lying. I don't know him. I mean, I've seen him before, but I don't know him.
I mean, I've seen him, but I don't know him.
Very, very true. Knowing of someone and then knowing them is two different.
You guys will follow Sam, and you'll see like this decrepit looking throne on the outskirts of your dark vision towards the north wall of this hall, and then you'll come into a room that looks like a bit of a construction site. There are goblins here carrying bits of wood and lumber and building some sort of stage, and you'll then come to a very decrepit looking room with 4 iron gibbets hanging from chains. The gibbets are empty except for one that holds a wailing goblin.
Help me! Shut up, Glum! You bad, you're stealing! Welcome to our accommodations. Hope you like your stay. Me, Sam Snorkel, coming by meets anytime you want.
Sam, is he going to be yelling like that all night?
No. She will shut up.
Sam picks up a rock and just throws it at Glom.
Shut up, Glum! I'm sorry.
Hits her in the head.
See? Just do that. Make her shut up.
A little barbaric, but I guess. Well, Dad, our situation has turned, well, rather strange.
Well, I mean, Roland, to be fair, let's just recount the last, 4 months? Has it not all been some level of strange?
Well, fair point, but, I mean, we're in the middle of, well, civilized goblins. It's not something that I've heard of.
Oh no, I mean, I've definitely heard of goblinoids providing themselves with some semblance of society, but I've never known one to be looked over by such a elvish-looking patriarch.
That is true. Glom, that was your name, correct?
Yes, give me food! Me want food!
Before that,
Me no eat!
your leader, Yech, the Tall,
Yes.
what race do you believe him to be?
He's smelly human like you! Now give me food!
Okay, if you'll answer one more question, I will give you some food.
Yes, give me, tell me! What do you want?
Why do you follow, such a smelly human?
'Cause he too! But he take our food! That's why he too! He eating all! No give to Glum! Glum hungry! Glum take his food! Glum got caught! Now Glum here! Now Glum no eat 2 days! Me no secret! Me no secret, me tell you for foods if you get Glum out!
Secret, you say?
Yes!
Why don't you divulge this secret, and we can see what we can do for you.
You give me food, or you get me out and me tell you!
well, I mean, we would probably get.
I'd just hand her a ration. Just be like, here.
Yeah,
Alright, she like, your ration's like wrapped up in a little like leather pouch. She literally just like chews through the leather, like just eats it, all like the leather and all, in a very vicious manner. She just like destroys the whole ration.
Oh, so good! Okay. Let me tell you secrets now. Secret is...
That's it for today's session.
Wait. Before we end, I would like to say that Pavel finally opens, the Bugbear's Gone Wild, and peruses through it.
Alright, you peruse through it, and it is a story of 2 bugbears, 1 male and 1 female. And at night, they study. They are scholars, and they're unique because they're very prestigious bugbears who have always felt outcast. They thirst for knowledge, but one day they travel to an ancient ruin looking for knowledge, and they meet some actual wild bugbears, savage bugbears, and they get in touch with their former lineage and end up going crazy and go into the wild and live as outlanders.
What a good story.
That's a good story.
I throw the book at the corner and just go to sleep. That's it.
Okay.
Pavel,
how
maybe
did
you
throw the
should read
book?
that when you're alone, not so much when we're all in the same room.
Hey, it's just literature. It's not like I was gonna do anything. I don't even know.
Just
pick it up,
literature.
flip through it. Oh, this isn't even smut. Oh, Roland sounds very disappointed.
Alrighty, guys. Everyone take a long rest as well. So while you get a long rest, fill
yeah.
up all your hit points, get your 2 hit dice back, and spell slots.
Seb, I was gonna say during the long rest, I would like to identify the wand.
Oh yes, it's a wand of secrets. You can use it to detect secret doors
That
and
is
traps.
fantastic.
Wand of secrets.
Those are very handy.
3 charges.
And that recharges, right?
Yeah, I think you get 1d3 charges per day.
We're at 10,000.
Super.
10,790 experience points, right?
Yeah,
Yep.
getting close to level 6. You should get a fair chunk of XP next session, depending on how
Levels.
everything goes.
1,000 what?
790.
Alrighty, guys. Thank you all very much, and I shall see you all next week. Oh, what is happening?
Just in time.
Just in time.
I've got
Just
another
in
appointment,
time.
a dentist appointment. I can't wait.
Oh.